How's it going? Dude, I am exhausted. I shouldn't have stayed up. That was a bad move. No, I regret it. I regret every second of it. But I hope you guys enjoy the nice new little thumbnails for FYRAKK. Just for the homie. Hey, I am exhausted. I'm just tired, man. Yesterday I was just kind of like in front of a mirror, right? I don't know what I was doing, like washing my hands or something. And I just got myself hyped up like, am I working on a real video? You bet your ass I am. And I was just talking to myself in the mirror, like hyping myself up, like, let's go. I'm doing it. And I was like, all right, I guess I have to do it now. I don't know what came over me. It's just like a burst of energy. And I got coffee, which was the worst idea ever. So I was up and I was like, it's gonna take me not long at all. Next thing you know, I'll blink, everything is done at 7 in the morning, and I'm like, I gotta find a way to go to sleep. I'm like, I hope I get some sleep. 3 hours later, wake up. It's been rough. My brain is so loopy too, right? It's making no sense anymore, right? Like when I was walking out of my room to grab like water after the stream, I was like, something in my brain like clicked, and I was like, oh, I gotta walk as if I'm not tired, as if I'm full of energy. And I don't know why. So I started walking like almost like correcting my posture, like, oh, I'm awake. I'm like, what the hell? Why did that thought even pop into my brain? Like, why do I gotta do that? It's almost like trying to fake myself out, like, oh, you're not tired, you're fine. Literally my brain just like hit me with it. I was like, all right, correct posture, walking around, eyes open. I'm like, why? I'm exhausted. Why did I thought even jump into my head? Nothing been wrong with being excited with the project. It wasn't that. It was more like, it wasn't even like excitement. It was more anxiety driven than anything, to be fair. I can tell you about it later. But no, it wasn't like excitement, but it was like, it was excitement, but anxiety driven excitement. You know what I mean? It's bad. Let me go post this here. Let's go. What's up, dude? What's how you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. I haven't streamed the raid on Wednesday in a bit. Have I? I guess I'll join them in there. What are you up to?
Right. I kind of
like the symbols.
I don't know why, dude. I laughed so hard during that part of the video, and he's like, for the first time ever, we're sharing our healing cheat. This is how you do it at the high end. I was like, it's the fucking Viserio.
The boss will try.
You stole that from someone.
We'll try.
Now people are stealing it from you. I was like, come on, brother. That was the most ridiculous overflex I've ever heard.
Our rates.
Well, I mean,
he's done that for a long time though. When he like was like when I first met him, he did the same thing. We were still using Viserio. I was like, oh, it's Viserio. He's like, no, this is mine.
Well, everybody uses Viserios.
I'm like,
yeah, bro, it's not Viserios. It's just the exact same formatting and everything.
There is a lot of work that goes into it, even when you're copy pasting and like adjusting for your comp.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It is annoying to do, but it is Viserios.
I hope I didn't brick the fucking sheet. I usually don't like adding extra lines and then adjusting the timers because I'm afraid I'm gonna brick it. I think it's good.
Feels like nobody's here.
It's good, but like,
are we actually like completely out? Do we have people posting out for the night?
Like, okay,
attendance. Did men post out? Because we don't got our tanks. We don't got like majority of DPS.
Yeah, it could be scuffed.
We have like nobody on tonight. What the hell's happening? Hi man, what's up, Omeg? How you, my guy? We're gonna be on FYRAKK and we're gonna be playing Outlaw. It's actually a fight we can play it, so we're gonna give it a try. I looked at the log, nothing crazy.
Yep.
So we're just gonna go like pure single target build and just AoE. I even swapped my build a little bit to go 1 lethality, 1 vigor in order to go for a bit more damage oriented build. But yeah.
For the record, Wretched Druid is fucking sick.
It's gonna be fun.
Very cool here on the rest.
Is it a guild run or public run? Mythic? It's a guild run, yeah.
No,
imagine
FYRAKK.
doing a Mythic FYRAKK public, anyone can join it. There's no shot we'll be able to kill it. Unless it's like, you got a consistent group, man. No. Not for Mythic.
Shut up.
Normals, LFR, maybe even heroics are possible to do like a public run, but I don't know, man. Not Mythic. Not Mythic. That's organized guild activity right there.
As far as who we're sending like the spatials and stuff on, it looks like we might send spatial on Fate for the second run.
I think most of them will go to Fate, no?
I think the first one goes to Shadow Nerfs, unless he gets the... Maybe he just gets the spell warding.
The one, the
like,
note that I...
Both went to Priest. It was like spell warding, and then the next one was spatial.
Let me double check to see if I need any weak auras for this fight.
Like, almost definitely depends on the
Oh,
ramps.
wait.
Yeah, I mean,
I have no idea where anybody's at.
There, so it wouldn't be... It wouldn't exactly be a waste on him.
Everything that I've looked at, they're sending it on whoever's sending the bigger CD during the Dream Run.
Yeah. So anyway, to my point, we'll just work it out as we get there. And we know we want to use it.
First.
Yeah, whoever's... Yeah. No, we'll just work it out where we get
there's
there. And we can
CC,
say, like, okay, I can do my ramp without it, or...
Yeah, teeth
oh, I
setup
really
note.
need it
Okay.
there. You know, so in other words, we send everything on
Yeah, it's agreeable.
Okay, I may need that.
Oh,
Yeah, remove.
Tendrils dead.
There's no beams on this fight. You'll be safe. Oh, there's
There are.
What do you mean, dude?
There's
There
a
are
ton of
beams. There's lots of beams.
Yeah,
There's
there's
beams he has to
literally a ton.
bait. There's beams on the floor.
No,
There's beams that come out of the boss.
No, we'll go back on vacation. We'll go back on vacation.
I should just have random fire beams appear in the fight. Just go across the platform.
Why does this shit download so slowly?
It's a circular beam. It's different.
Sorry, dude. While everyone's thing WoW updater is downloading at a fucking snail's pace, we can cover P1 movements and count the number of times that Marsh drinks water or clears his throat.
Is there any way to fucking?
I don't know
increase
numbers that
the-
high.
What was that, Red?
Is there any way to like increase
What's up, Anthony? How you doing, my guy?
the download speed? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, just turn your monitor like rotate
Oh
it,
wow,
like,
yeah.
to
All
the
of
right,
our add-ons just like
like
got
grab and
updated.
pull the update bar.
Like 49 kilobytes per second is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Pretty sure that's
Wait,
good.
WoW was updating it slow, or the add-ons?
Wow.
How's that one?
A
kilobyte
launcher?
per
Oh yeah,
second
you're just
for
like,
one
you can try to change your download region.
Dude,
If you're-
I'm getting a whopping.
Was everybody? I don't know.
13.66 kbps.
We're missing
baby.
one of our tanks. We're
Yeah,
missing a bunch of DPS. I have no clue. I have no clue.
Yep, same.
My guy, congrats
didn't
on
even
getting
know there was
to
a
the
problem
down
with
fast.
it.
I watched
Yeah,
last night.
yeah,
Apparently,
yeah,
oh, good
yeah,
old good
yeah.
Shay, dude. It was
Cool.
the
Finally,
pull
fucking-
that we were literally running around and doing IT support for Pete. Something about his
Yeah,
PC or something about his game was just dropping mad frames, and we were the entire
download
last
fucking
pull of that
100
fight.
meg- or
We're trying to like
100
come up
games
and
in 5
brainstorm
fucking
ideas of
minutes,
like
but
what could it
wow,
be?
I can't download
Could it be
shit.
an add-on? Could it
Sure,
be your
games,
GPU?
that's what you're
Could it be an update? Could it be this? Could it be that?
Dude,
For
we're
the
at
entire
9.52
fight.
kilobytes
That's
now.
literally all we
Then
talked
you
about
get
the
a
last pull. It's just
report.
ideas, not thinking about the fight, but just playing it. And we barely lived P3. All heroes died, but all the DPS are alive. And just we kept trucking the boss. And we're like, seriously? That's going to be our final pull, is just IT support? That was, it was insane, but we were done and over with it. No longer have to do the Birdman ever again. And I feel like re-killing him is going to be pretty easier now that we've done it first time. Everyone give Pete advice.
By the way,
Yeah, dude,
did
it was
anyone else
hilarious.
For like
It was actually seriously
I don't know.
hilarious.
at least 5 years now, I've been saying that. Like, I unironically think there's a damage increase taken aura on hunters, only to see that that's actually a thing on shaman.
Yeah,
I
I
like-
saw that. I linked it. I'm like, there's no fucking way.
I love that. Yeah,
Wait, what? I'm
that's fun.
spelling this out.
Yeah, so the
We
shaman
didn't get any
defensive, okay,
Farrak
that you take
prog
supposed to
yesterday,
give you,
so
what, 2%
today's like
beat
the first time
2%,
actually trying it. We did like one pull
avoidance?
yesterday.
was increasing the damage you took, not reducing.
Amazing.
What?
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just been figured out.
You can't make this shit up,
Yeah,
dude.
you can't write that.
Were you at least getting the leech from it though?
Probably. I mean, you have like every shaman on the planet that's like, oh, gotta take the defensive here, you know, like squishy glass. Gotta do that. And
It actually turned into reflect damage. You were healing yourself.
Right.
fucking great, dude.
Oh, you're kind of with a shaman shit?
Yeah.
You know, I may not actually need the whole notes
It's like, oh, that makes a lot of fucking.
on my screen. Could be wrong, gun.
Stop it, dude.
Let me go and adjust it.
What do you mean? He's survived all of them, man. He's got on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Is
Oh,
there
God.
a better defensive in the game than Ankh, dude?
That's a long list. What the hell?
He's pretty good.
That is a good button.
Yeah, why are shaman just hoarding all the good buffs?
OP class.
2% damage increase taken.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
AP on all of the good
We're gonna
ones.
fucking die.
We'll lock it here.
Bring back dark.
That's a little much. That's a lot. What is the song? I got you a mix. I can link it. It's one of the older ones. What's up, Grim? Hope you're having a good one. It's the song to get us in the mood
Do we want
for FYRAKK. Imagine if I were to Leroy, man. Imagine. That'll be troll.
He just got online in game.
Yeah, Selly's gone. Godbrand is not here. Carl's gonna be on the monk.
All right.
Frox is, I think, here.
So, Acid, you just want to hop in? We'll start going through. I don't know if we want to do like a quick. We could watch P1. I know he's not everybody's favorite, but he does have some good commentary, and there's. Obviously, it's a lot from his point of view as a ranged DPS player, but he does point out some stuff like the fire set that bangs melee is the one that stood out for P1.
Is it cool if you're using UI? It's
That
cool
was
you
his
don't use any
insightful
UI.
commentary, but,
I use a Blizzard
let's-
UI and like a
let's
couple
run
of
through
weak
that real
artists
quick,
here
and
and there,
then
but I
would
do
like to spend
usually
the
run
bulk of
myself
the
live.
time,
Yeah, I'll be
that we're
fine.
chatting on the raid plan, and then get in and actually put some of that to work and get some pulls in.
All right, you guys are going to be there for like all the nitty gritty, talking about the raid plan, lots of talking. I'm never great at like just looking at the raid plan and staring at a raid plan. I'm a lot better at just like doing stuff with my hands and doing the pulls and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm a lot better at that.
You have to unmute it, too.
Oh, well, I'll just wait until Lana join in real quick.
Did not look like.
Watch him work.
Yeah, that did not look like.
Wrong
game, guy. Wrong game, man.
It's the right one.
We're just watching this whole video start to finish.
Alright, again, just do your best to.
All right, it's going to be React
Not
content,
you,
boys. It's going to be React content. Hold
Throw
on.
clears.
Let me take you guys with me.
Or the fact that with every video Andy T makes, he looks more and more like a cartoon character.
There we go. We're going to watch Andy
that
T
really offset
talk about
It is. His left eye significantly lower than his
what's
right.
it?
Oh my god, I just noticed it. Why?
I just noticed that,
Yeah, we're gonna be watching
Why did
his
you do
like
that?
talk
It's like
through
just
what
a
you do in this
potato
fight.
So I noticed that with Ryan.
Hopefully it'll. Oh no, it's an hour long. I'm hoping it's not gonna be an hour long.
What the hell? And
I'm hoping we're not gonna be
she's
sitting here
still to
watching a
this day,
movie
when
for
she
an
watches
hour.
a movie or something that he's in, will text me. He's like, "I fucking hate you. You ruined him for me."
That's right.
It's like good.
Ren, Ren,
Alright, let's queue it up. Let's get through the painful stuff and then go through the raid plans. And
And the first thing here is so
Take a shot every time.
autohookers, we want autohookers.
I don't know if you guys can hear it.
clutch.
Hold on. Let me see.
We talked about it as a guild, and basically what's happening here is
So you
I'm
guys can be
standing on a
in.
stack because I'm a BM hunter, and I'm trying to get the Autohoker buff.
Watch the
off of
movie
them.
chat.
They're buffing the rogues, though, so I'm trying to get the buff.
You have this
And
sped up?
once these funnels come out, I'm just going to move away. And as you can see, I think I need to get the buff is full.
I'll move that.
That's the reason for that. But
Oh,
other
trust
parts
me,
of the fight,
this shit was already there.
I don't need the buff, and then when I have like CDs again, it'll give me the buff again.
Pause it real quick.
So,
Holy fuck,
these
he's
funnels
talking
basically-
Yeah, when it's at 1.5, dude, when he does the swipe across his face, I feel like he's doing coke. Like, this is too fast. Is there a 125?
Yeah, there is.
That's good.
Holy shit, this was 62 minutes, just P1?
No.
P1 is
no.
P1 is only 1.5 times the length of the fight.
P2 is actually 5 hours long.
Yeah, you should see
I
the
was
P3
impressed
video.
though. Intermission wasn't that long, dude. I was like, come on.
Basically what's going to happen is you can pick them up and they'll turn to the closest target and then fire off. So if you see this mage here, he's going to pick up this far one, it's going to point to him, then it's going to stop.
Oh, so range has to actually pick up like the range and turn them?
Awareness, obviously.
Oh, that's
but
cool.
if anything looks sus, hey, melee, careful. We've used a bunch of words. We've just like yelled melee most of the time, but you can like use like a word.
So the
to describe what's about to
TLDR
happen.
here is
So
that for ranged DPS players that might have a better perspective on frontals, if there's a frontal that's going through the melee stack, or if you're baited on you and you're in a poor position, use your comms better than we used comms for bombs to say, okay, you know, like frontal through raid or frontal through melee or frontal, whatever it is, just so people know to fucking look around.
Yeah, I didn't know how those things actually can turn. I thought they just target the tank or something. But apparently they can track people.
And I'll show that mechanic off again later. So the next thing is Firestorm. Now this first Firestorm is really important. It can.
Alright, so we'll have markers down, but positioning here, it's on the raid plan as well. Again, thought process is this for all of these throughout the entirety of this phase. So we're going to fill in the gap. Alright, so if you look in the picture right now, first circle's on the bottom right, second one's on skull, third one's in the gap, and then fourth one is closer towards the green marker in this video. So they're making essentially just like an L shape with those first set of drops. Again, everyone's basically going to be based off of that fucking middle one that is filling in like the point of the spear, right? Or like the point of the fire there. So it's just one on the side, three on the other side. And then as we get further into the fight, when we have to do the group soaks, the gap between this, I guess you can't even see my cursor, the gap between like the Aug Evoker that's got the debuff on them and the edge of the room is where we're going to put our Mythic Soaks. So he's going to go into like, you know,
so you guys can see
how Pythagoras came up with geometry and talk about it, but that's all we're doing is we're just creating an L there, then we're filling in the gap.
So you go 4
On the
here,
other side,
3 here,
fill in the gap, create
and then we
another
just
L,
keep filling.
working our way around.
Can be fixed later in the fight, but if you can grind this into people early, it's going to save you a lot of P1 annoyance. So you can see here we're
Are Shaman doing good this season? In Mythic Plus, it can do pretty okay. It's just taking a backseat compared to Enhancement. It's awesome. It's fun. It's just not as strong or as popular. But like, it can do numbers. It can crank it. It's incredibly fun. Definitely worth your time.
Or the left or the right,
definitely worth your time.
Is where people are going to drop.
Not popular, but very fun.
Range drop here and melee drop here, and
which is like unfortunate, honestly.
Sometimes it wasn't perfect. If you stack these up, it's just going to jump to a new location, which can be really, really troll. I don't know what's going to happen this full, but there are ways to fix it. So out of this, we have frontals again, and I basically show up here every single time. My job is to grab a frontal that spawns like here. It's possible, but they all spawn here, and you can see the range players trying to grab them, and you can see like, oh my god, this one's going through melee. So hopefully someone calls melee, so the melee don't stand there.
So you don't really have a lot of time to say anything.
Now, we're going to our first so
I'm giving a monk right now, but I wanted to give him something new to try. Yeah, monks are really, really good. Definitely very underrated when watched specifically. Did you get a buff? Not recently. No, not recently, but they're really strong. I don't think they need a buff.
Kind of inversed halfway through, but some guilds do left, right, center. But we did left, we did outer, middle, inner. So I'm outer, and you can see that. So you can see outer, double hunter, double rogue, DH, Windwalker monk. And then middle is basically the healers, and then like the melee that just like kind of want to stick on the boss fully, on long arms or anything like that, or a lot of mobility. And then inner, which was the other side, like 2 down, is the ranged DPS mostly, the cat.
I think I like LeShaman a lot, Shane, especially if you can like run with your homies if you got a group. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. As it can do good in big pools, but it also can do pretty good in smaller pools too. And it's very mobile, very mobile.
So they take 2 stacks, but you cannot take more than 2.
These are going to go down. Again, just in case he's not clear there, they're having the tanks Venn diagram on each of those.
What?
Mm-hmm,
Are they double soaking too, or is one taking?
There are
One-
three circles.
one set.
You stand between one, and I stand between the other two.
Correct.
Okay.
Like you will go
Alright.
left, I will go right, and pop a cooldown. So
We're good. So now we're gonna spread out, and we get
Then we
blaze.
get beams. Then we
With
get the
farm.
ads.
This is extremely dangerous in farm skills early on, especially, and it will just randomly farm 200 pulls in. So generally, the rule of thumb is if you get blaze, you're in a lot of danger, because what can happen is
What?
these funnels can just
What
move out.
Rockstar?
So
We're learning, man.
like,
this
the
is
second
how
or
our
third
guild
night
decided
vlog,
to
I
do
just
it.
noticed
We're
every
just
single time I got this,
seeing how they
but
do
the
it,
situation I knew
going
was 100%
over.
safe, 'cause
It's a
there
good
was everybody else
visual.
on the edge
For some
of the
people,
funnel.
this is helpful. I looked
But
up the
a lot of the time I was
logs
defensive of this. If
to
I
see
got, like,
more or
a
less
wave
what
funnel
I gotta
close to
do.
me, or I noticed the funnel like pointed at me over here, and instantly personal. And now what we're doing, we have Resto Shaman, so we're working our way into Spirit Link, but every guild's gonna be different.
Should I not?
So
Should I
also,
not be watching
this
this?
Melee all the time. These are gonna come down and just like dunk melee.
There you go, Naz. There's the good melee insights.
There we go. There we go.
So you have
That's
to be
out
careful of
already,
that.
man. I did my homework.
So now we're gonna get to the
All right.
dance.
Don't stand in.
So we have two markers. We have purple marker, and I think Moon was on the other side.
All right. Pause here. So again, two markers. Classes that have more mobility will be off to the right-hand side of the main group stack to hopefully bait that first thing. You can see the weak ore in the middle of the screen that says wait. Right, that is the Dream Ren weak ore that we're gonna use to basically bait the fucking little bolts that come out of them. There's 8 of them went in total. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on this. For some reason, even though
Charlie
Strat's the
calling
raid
up with
leader,
something
he's
for it?
running 2 sets of the exact
Yeah,
same
kind of.
weak aura. So you can disregard the top pink bar. It's the same as the middle red bar.
Yeah, one's just with the liquid pack. The other one's
You
just
can
better.
disable it if you want.
So just if that's chunking your system or if it's distracting to you, you can take the liquid one out. We're going to use the red one that's a little bit shorter.
So just to be clear, it's the second one that actually says wait on it.
Correct. Alright, so we can keep going. And you'll see the movement here again. It's going
So
to
the way
be
this was
2
handled
little moves and a big move.
was,
Pause.
hey, if you're mobile,
he
be to the
mentioned
right of this marker,
using
and if
some
you're not
type of
mobile, be on
defensive
the marker.
there. I'm going to be
And what's going to happen is these little
resetting
orbs are going to shoot out,
Pause,
and
please.
they're going to...
Okay. I'm going to be resetting personals around like 115-ish, like that kind of ballpark. And we could change that time, but like, you know, use whatever I can reset by 30 seconds. So like your bark skins, your Vort Brew, I think it is. Wall for evokers, Desperate Prayer for priests, the shaman thing. Resolve. No,
How bad does it hurt?
When was that time again?
Yeah, if you get, it's like
I'm running
40-ish.
out of ammo.
Okay.
I think it's
I got both.
looks like lines come out at 37 seconds and then they like hit a few seconds after that, so like ballpark that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm barking exactly 37 seconds.
Cool.
Do you know what it resets for Paladin thing?
Yeah,
Ardent.
I think it is Ardent. Yeah, it's Ardent. Yep.
I wish
Alright, cool.
Priest resets actually did some good for rogues. We just gotta sip it up again. It's not super exciting.
Bad circles, and I've seen a lot of ogres like rescue the tank out to where you need to go there.
We just press play. I just want to
That's a
see what the
great-
hell
that's a great
happens
point.
here.
that's probably gonna be me. So I will need grips or whatever. So we run from the fire to baiting thing.
Okay, you hit play.
target players. So what ends up happening is if you have someone left of the marker, then it's just going to kill people. But if you have some like really mobile people to the right of the marker, the orbs might target them, making things a little more lenient, and your less mobile people are on the marker, so it's just easier for the whole group to swing. This was called by our blood DK tank because it's just the easiest for the tank to see. As you see here, I'm trying to like backpedal and DPS and watch, so I didn't call it this. But what we're basically doing is we're just milking it a little, so we're waiting, like this weak ore is off, we're waiting, the blood DK is going to see like right here, and he's going to say, okay, move, and then wait, move, and there we say big move, so we big move. So we want to bait like all of these like over here because we're moving for a blaze. So we milk that as much as possible, and that's how we do it. So We do a blaze here. Also extremely dangerous. Like, look how close these guys are. He got double blaze for sure. But look how close these guys are to these walls. And the double blazing can go crazy.
So at least during
general
crowd
strategy for
also
this is
here,
you can move up and down your line.
this is like
Or you
a...
can move with your blaze if you do it like really.
This would be a good spot, probably, to save just a DR. Like a personal DR. Because there's a not outside possibility that...
Isn't that my AM? Where's that 120?
No, your aim's at 54 seconds.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So, what timer are we at? Yeah,
We're like
yeah,
107. I just like, I know we won't eventually have them there, but like if you have a spare defensive, I would just use, because this overlap is kind of fucked.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Alright, you can keep going, I'm sorry.
Really shortly after you get blaze applied to you and then stop moving. So after this we have frontals. I try to grab one over here most of the time. That's going through the boss, and see I dodged it, and now we're saying pre-run for Firestorm. Because remember we made that L shape? If we didn't make that L shape, there would be like one here, and it would get super weird. It's still doable, but it just gets so weird. But now we have decent room, so we're like, okay, here we go. We place these 4. The room looks absolutely beautiful. We're gonna grab frontals again, and then there's going to be soaks again. So remember last time I was on the right side, now I'm on the left side. And I'm playing outer every single time, so I'm outer. We did have our Shadow Priest play inner, then outer, and had one of the hunters swap, just so the Shadow Priest didn't have to run like extra yards and could actually play the game. That's like something minor you can do if you have immobile classes, but that's the only change we made with that. There's no reward for this, so you just have to be good. And I tried like stand at your spot before to try that equally spread
Do I have a
out.
Shadow Priest?
But we'll call in voice like I'm going inner, or I'm going middle, if things get weird. So we have another blaze in frontals here. You can see I picked up this one, and it's pointed to me, and I pointed away from the main group. However, like there's also this here, so I just walk forward to dodge it, and then I'm gonna work my way into these domes. We always had our
no, that is
like
a Shadow
this
Priest. Weird. Good luck at Progdal.
like,
Thanks so
they're
much, Landis.
overlapping,
Oh,
but they also
Theodorus,
cover
my
space,
man.
so you
I'm
can
bad
kinda,
with
like, choose
names.
to get the boss or, like, choose
Thank you,
to
thank you,
vote,
thank you.
just
Hope
minor.
you're having a good one.
And now we're gonna do dance again. So again, it's the same concept. Like, hey, if you're mobile, be a little left of this marker. If you're not mobile, stand on the marker. And another thing to note is I didn't talk about this is we have MPs assigned. This is the second one. The first one was on the other set. So that's just one thing to note. We also had like rescues assigned here for our priests. We also gave our Dispriest spell warning during I think the first set, but the healing note will just tell you for sure. So he's able to heal and just get like hit by all these orbs.
It was not in the healing note.
So the tank, if you listen to our VOD, you'll hear it. It'll be like waiting, move, big move is the call we make every time. So he's a DK, so he's just kind of standing there and he's waiting, and we're calling.
Well, that's a good use of
everything,
spell ward
calling,
in that
baiting
case.
everything, and we're big moving because we have blaze here. Move. So here, sometimes I moved way further, but there's a blaze there, and I'm just looking right here. Like, am I gonna get hit? Just in case there's a cheater orb. Other than that, we grab blaze, and now we're gonna talk about DPS. So there is, if you look at our kill time in logs, you will see it's 940, which is currently the rank 1 sweep up log, which is kind of impressive because this was our first kill. And there's a big reason for that. I did a lot of moving of CDs, and we're going to talk about what we did to achieve this and why it's very important to achieve this. And this is like the big reason why we had to pull the boss. So the first thing is, when are people using CDs? Like, that is going to be the biggest indicator of what you do. So over here, this is not anything I'm going to provide. This is not even fully accurate, but I want to give you an idea of how you can set up your raid. So, we had DHs swapping during holidays. So, basically what I did is...
Feel the raid plan. This is like more optimization shit. We have these assignments mapped out. We'll talk about it, and we'll go on to build personal notes, and we can suffer through that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull up the raid plan, and then we'll go from there. I guess before we do anybody have questions about that? I mean, I know it's like pretty self-explanatory. I'm assuming you all watched it before, but
it seems like it's mostly a dance for the range
that you saw in that you want to add that we haven't covered yet.
I don't think it'll be all that bad though. And then we swing on the other side, and then we'll go down the middle, and then he'll reset towards the center, and then we'll make a line. Also remove bunch of fire by just forming however three ways the orbs will spawn. Try to reach the boss if you set orbs opposite your color. Take Gigadim. If someone tells you it will be orb will soak on one orange, there's orange orb on the left. L4 means fourth, orange on the left.
We can adjust the position.
And so forth. R means right.
Fight starts.
Third wave of orbs you'll overlap with the blaze set. It makes this safer. We will try to have immunity soak as much as possible.
So range take up the 3 and 4 spot, melee take up the 1 and 2 ideally. That 2-1 is filling the gap. That's kind of like your, we can build off that. If that person's always in the right place, we can get the other ones lined up. We'll still put markers to help with it, but that's essentially our formation. So boss moves from middle of the room towards outside edge. First set of mythics and acid. Just for I didn't see what you did with the note. But are we gonna do outer, inner, or outer, middle, inner, or left, right? Okay. All right. So again, if he was confusing there, if you're outer, you're always the person that's on the closest to the outside edge of the room. Right, so it doesn't matter.
Let's go. What's up, Rob? We're doing a lot of the not even soccer practice, but just like talking about it.
On the right hand edge.
Just gonna be practicing P1, I guess.
So we do our drops there. Can move to the next raid.
P1 doesn't seem to be too bad.
Tank pulls into bad for Dream Ren bait. He'll get rescued out. We'll have our markers down. Mobile classes like Dispo and I and stuff will be on the right hand side of the group. Try and bait a little bit if we can.
Maybe left hand for that part.
You guys be on left. You'd be
left hand side, but we're looking at the boss, right? So looking at the boss would be to the right of where the boss is, or the right of where the group is. Sorry, Mem. I guess, Mem, you're gonna have the boss at that point.
No, you had it. Okay, were you there for yesterday for Tindril?
Orbs coming out as well.
Or did you have to go? Because we basically killed it in like.
So then we
the first half of that hour,
boss
final hour.
To the right-hand side of the room in this picture.
And then we just kind of called
Raid team is up there by our fucking smiley faces.
We have a time spiral here.
Yep.
And we have afterlife.
And then after our third kind of move spot, right, we're essentially spreading out for our ground lines. And we still have a set of orbs basically moving through. So that's where, if you do have a spare personal, probably for the sake of P1 prog, not the worst thing to pop there, just until you get used to that movement.
There's be little move, big move. So don't always just really big.
Yeah, I think we have the wind rush on the big move. So it's like a little move, and then wind rush, big move.
And
were you there for the earliest stream, Rob? By the way,
phase, like,
I got to play Healy Evoker. Preservation is
like,
incredibly fun.
Goal should be
we did an 18 Atal, so it's like
where do I need to put myself positioning wise?
It was so good, and we tried to put the Lego on the Warrior. We got it.
You can always optimize.
The preservation
DPS,
was
get,
incredibly
like,
good.
Movement down.
I think I liked it better than Mistweaver actually, and I like Mistweaver a lot.
Go to the next one.
It's like super interactive.
So then their next 4 normal drops, they just fill in from where we left the first set off towards the edge of the room. And then boss basically where they actually moved it is like boss comes towards kind of like the first leftmost soak. Yeah, it's right about there, and then they just do their mythic drops essentially like on the boss. So
yeah, so just shift it over.
To your left. Yeah. More towards the middle of the room there. Okay. Alright, and then same deal. Tank will pull into fire. We'll get another grip if we can. This is a good spot for your spell warding red. We just do a bait, and we move back to the opposite side of the room.
We're using spell warding on the second set?
Yeah.
We gotta figure that out.
Okay.
It's gonna be up to Shadow and Fate, because they're the ones.
This is my first game with a legendary BRA swinging into 230k overall in the exit, about 9%. That's solid. Wait, for which class though, Austin? Were you Warrior or were you Pally?
Again, these
or
circles are bigger than what the ground effect is gonna be, but like if you drop,
I feel like I should ask. That's pretty good, man. 9% of your damage, and at 430. DPS overall, that's pretty good. Fury, hell yeah. Hell, the only thing that would make it better is if you could have 2 of them, right?
Range on the
You
outside.
could only have 1,
left,
which is
melee on
fine,
2
but
inside,
imagine 2 of them. That's so good. That is very strong.
Sorry, go back one slide.
God, I
back
need
to 7.
one.
And then just our mythic drops are going to be more centralized.
Is it 9% from a Redden guild? Yeah, for
it's gonna
depending,
be the
for some
otter.
classes,
This one
doing
here
it
probably,
was doing
as
about
close to the
5% for a majority of them, but they buffed it quite a
Yeah, we
bit, so
should
it's doing
probably just
quite a
keep it
lot
like
now.
that, I think.
Yeah, in that scenario, I think that
They really ended up like really juicing it,
anyway,
which is
right?
good. Like it needs to feel good, it needs to feel powerful.
That's fine.
I haven't got to play around, like I haven't even got to use like because we didn't get to test it on
Right, well, 'cause if it
PTR,
don't-
so
now,
I
a
don't even
lot
know
of
like
guilds,
the
like,
actual
I don't
like
know if
effect. All I
anybody
know is like
watched,
locks you in for a frontal.
The Warpath kill, I think that was yesterday's kill. Yesterday, the day before. Very well may be in a scenario where we're calling once we've
Hope you get it.
optimized to kind of hold DPS for a second. Just
I'm still
to
trying to
get
see if I
spell
can get it
queued
on
and get a
3 of
little
my
extra
play
milk.
classes.
But,
Rocket
at
in my
this point,
off
we're
and
either
it's soul
gonna
for
milk or
us.
we're gonna
Oh,
push
2
into
legendaries.
intermission
Yeah. You got literally the Shadow Flame and the Fire Lord's weapons. That's so good. That is so good.
Intermission's gonna be essentially
Or you know
just
another
like
thing
fucking
could work,
Farrak,
I think
except
pretty well
there's
is
2 different orb colors and that's where we're gonna use our
oh wait,
macros.
no, I was gonna say Thunder Fury, but that's a one-hitter, isn't it?
So
Yeah, I was
we'll
gonna
have
say that and
assignments, you'll
Thunder
get,
Fury
you
would
know,
look cool too, but
you'll
yeah,
get your assignment
that's another
on your
good
week
one.
or
Shadowmourne,
either
yeah,
left
that will look
side
so
or right
good too.
side. You'll
Yeah.
have to hit your macro.
Feel like a new fight? Thanks so much, Lepo.
Identify your color.
Yeah, we just do it a little bit of a run through, and then we actually
We
gotta
do 2 sets
do some
normally with soaps,
practice
and then
runs.
3rd set acid. That's where you want to use immunes.
Yeah. So right now I have. Well, it's on the slide. The next slide.
This runs a week.
shows
Same.
how we do the immunities.
Same. So far, nothing.
So even though we're using immunities there, though, people still need to be.
Okay, so Red is gonna use immunity, Euro is gonna use immunity, Dispo, and Zuck, and they basically just gotta run through all of them. Got it.
We're doing.
That's actually kind of neat.
Wave orbs is the immunity, right?
3rd wave is immunity, yeah.
Okay.
So you can see, like, the Pally's gonna bubble, and he's gonna run down. Dispo's gonna turtle, and he's gonna run down. Zuck is gonna bubble, and he's gonna run. Euro is gonna
if you move while you're
orb,
soaking
and then
it
run.
for whatever reason, sometimes it can go through you.
So he's gonna grab as many orbs as possible, no matter like what, because they're gonna be like shadow orbs and fire orbs. It's gonna kind of overlap with everybody getting lines, so they're just gonna run through and like, vacuum them,
Intermission,
room
again,
with them
we'll
up.
We'll get through those 3 sets. And then this is just positionings. From there, we would go into P2, and we have our raid plan for there. But let's pause.
I think if you maybe want to go a little further in the video to go over P1 in, because I feel like we can get there. It's about 7 minutes long at normal speed.
You can pull it back up, Keith.
The 57%.
You got it next week. Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I've gotten so many of those like catch up, whatever they're called, tokens, buffs for every one of those characters, and at this point, it's like, man, I'm cooking. One of them is gonna get it. Like whichever character gets it is the one I'm going to focus on for like a good while.
A sheet generated, and we're like, hey, everyone, put in your CDs. That is like, look at a log, put in your CDs. What do you think? So what ended up happening is we had to structure our CDs in a way to maximize single target to try to skip as much of the last phase as possible, because the last phase is extremely punishing. Now, the first thing that we did that guilds do not do on their initial prog, which I think is a mistake, is they wait for the next frontal ability, which is in 10 seconds. So the boss pushes at 70%. So what a lot of guilds at this level were doing was like waiting like literally 10 seconds of just stopping DPS, and then getting a shorter milk on the boss, because
I feel you drop all the ults and DK for a while. Yeah, I'm ready for it, honestly.
Here, we're actually a little behind. This is not the greatest.
Should grind it out.
We pushed this before, like when it's 0.1. This was like a 0.4 push. So right now we're pushing through Firestorm, which is 4 seconds long, and we're just draining the boss. Also note that you have to run these out. You have to run these out. I'll say it a million times. It'll wipe you off. But if we push that like 0.3 faster, this boss,
PvP, it doesn't really do a lot of damage in PvP as far as I understand. They like want to make sure that you don't need it in PvP.
Like 1.5%.
I'm pretty sure it's like 90% reduced in PvP, like most other like trinkets and items.
So this was a bad milk for us.
Does anyone in your Mythic group need it? I feel like
However,
I feel like it'll drop for you. So we have Selly who has the item, but Selly is not in right now. Acid got his Lego. I don't know if
So if you
Acid
look
is
here,
in tonight.
You
He
can
might
see,
have
like,
to be.
the beginning stuff might be accurate. So
Because we're still behind on a couple of bodies.
you know, most people are seeing on pull, right? But like, okay, who's
But
seeing
yeah.
2 minutes?
So we got at least a couple of people with Lego, but we are trying to see if we can get a warrior with a Lego.
And
Blood Deacon would
You will
help out a
see,
ton.
The hunters using their 1
That's.
minute.
I think that probably would do it then.
That is it. Oh, and Windwalker.
But like at least our 2 DPS got it.
Like 2 is using their CDs, and that's it. That's all we're using. So another thing to note is pot usage. So I kind of disagree with some decisions people made in raid. I don't even know if it's worth me showing it, but we had people potting, like some people potting at the end of P1. So like, oh my god, the boss flies away, you're not doing any damage in that phase. However, because we're potting at the end of P1, those people, like the hunters were doing it, those people are doing more damage to the boss, even just during the milk. You're gonna need your pot up for P3 anyway, so there's only a few parts of the fight you can use it. Pull at the end of P1, on the shield, or if you have some special circumstance like our Windwalker monk, and maybe one other person did like a special pot. But most people were doing a pull or P1 intermission or at the end of P1. Another thing to note, I didn't mention this, is burst files are very, 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 very powerful. 17 out of our 20 members, maybe 16, ran burst files. It's only 1% DPS loss, and it's definitely worth it to just take the extra verse. So that's the first thing to note. So this is the milk we get, and now the next thing we're gonna do is once this boss lands, we're hitting the boss. We're milking for every damage we got. So that's like another important factor. So now let's talk about P1 intermission. And we're going to go back to DPS in P2. It's very relevant in P2. Let's talk about P1 intermission. So we had talked about that macro, and you need to macro if red. This is caused by Blizzard trying to break weak auras, just basically making it like you're telling your weak aura to activate. So instead of it activating on its own, you're like, oh, I'm red, activate for me, please. So this is really annoying. So basically what's going to happen is, this is how I handle it. Everyone does this differently. Once, and I didn't even talk, sorry, one more thing to talk about P1. There's a dot. The healers use a weak aura to dispel the dot. Most of our raid was dwarfs to make it easier for them. That's something they might nerf about the boss. But I'm either going to dwarf or get dispelled here. I got dispelled. So the way I handle this is, once the boss's feet hit the ground, I gatewayed. I didn't look at a timer or anything. Some people use special timers and stuff. I rarely got knocked up, and it's like whenever the boss hit the ground, I gate, and then what I do is I look here, I am red, I land, I macro. You can see here, I land, I macro. I'm not trying to rush anything. I am just like, boss lands, gate, comprehend what color I am, land, macro. Now if I'm purple, I should not macro. So the weak aura is basically like, okay, who are the first 10 people that macroed? Those guys are red, here's the display. However, there's a problem. What happens if a purple person macros or not 10 people macro? Then the weak aura doesn't work and it completely bricks. If 10 people do not macro,
That's gonna be annoying.
It will auto-populate at 5 seconds, which is borderline useless because at that point orbs are already spawning. And if a purple guy hits it and 11 guy hits it, it's just gonna activate on the 10th, and everyone's gonna be disorganized. It's just gonna put weird assignments. So we got good enough to kind of like combat mistakes, but you know, setting this up was a nightmare. So like what we also had to do was, let's say, I'll even show you. I have a FYRAKK, well I have a 10 one too, but I have a FYRAKK just loadout, just straight up. Because if I lose this macro, I just throw pulls without maybe not even knowing it. So whenever I do FYRAKK, I switch on my FYRAKK, my macro always goes on my bar, I do not forget it. There's situations where people like go do M+, and they're like, oh, I macroed, but they didn't macro, it wasn't on their bind because they just did M+. So, that's just something that, you know, is something to note. And then, if it breaks, you need to look at a replay and troubleshoot. Which is why I think in our macro we have, like, I hit my macro, or people put random crap in there. But that allowed us to look at the replay and be like, okay, these people hit their macro, why is there 11? Or why is there only 8? Like, you know, so we troubleshoot, and we would really make sure this was done right. We actually didn't have that much problems in this phase compared to other guilds, and that was just the due diligence of troubleshooting and being really aggressive. So let's talk about P1 intermission. So everyone hits their macro, and this weak aura pops up. Now, I was forced to go to 3 every single time. However, if you are not being forced, you can go to basically anything, but it will like favor you certain ways, but it can really like, you can really do anything. So the first thing to note here is there's a bug. Actually, I won't talk about that in a second. So the first thing is, my call was just counting, because the way the weak aura works is I need to get the 3rd fire orb on the left. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I counted. I was checking if one was over here. But 1, 2, 3. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stand still and let it take it. There is a bug. I don't know what's gonna show up in this video. I don't think it does. But the orbs can go through you, which is incredibly frustrating on early prog because like you clearly did the mechanic and then you get punished for it. The way the bug works, we think, is if you're moving, the chances
Too much?
of it
Oh,
happening
no,
are
dude, I know.
significantly higher.
I know.
So you need to stand in the
But-
line of your orb and plant.
I didn't set up this whole like I didn't sit down and set up the entire like, hey, this is how we gonna do the this is how we all gonna learn to fight. And it's necessary.
And
Yeah. This isn't how I learn fights though.
Okay, 1,
Like
2,
seeing it
3,
helps,
plant.
but I'm much better at actually
There's a
like
weak orb, I'm gonna provide a
doing it.
description. Actually, I could probably just play it.
It's not like we could pull. I'd let you just pull.
We just, every time we got an orb, it made a noise cue. Tell us that we did look at the orbs as well. We're having problems with like, the orbs going through people, and they're like, oh my god, I didn't even know it went through me. So now we get to the last step. So this is the first 2 sets. Also, one thing about these orbs is they increase, like the amount of them increase every single time. I think it's like 12 and, I don't know, 8 and 12 and 16, something like that. It like increases every single time. So now there's this immune set, and basically this is how we do it. This is why we're forcing people to
Usually learn best just
so
by
we have a prop paladin tank
doing
playing
it
to
and
our
having
left,
mythic
he's
trap
responsible
up
for
another
these. I'm
monitor.
playing,
God forbid,
left
breeze
to right,
through
responsible
before
for
we
these.
fight. Yeah,
And
yeah.
only paladins playing,
I am a lot better at just like actually doing
over here,
stuff
he's
than
responsible for these.
seeing it or
And
listening.
Hunter's
And,
playing here, he's responsible for
like
these.
seeing the fight like gives me an
So,
idea, but yeah, the only way I'm actually gonna learn how to do it and make a
now,
muscle
what you
memories
can
is by
see
actually
here
playing it. Because like what I watch, it's not as easy for me
Is
to replicate,
I'm
but
gonna
like
go out
know
for
what I need to do and just
But
getting
I'm
it
Blaze is actually
a couple of times to practice it helps
So,
a ton.
I could immune and just run, but then I'm running a Blaze through the entire raid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run on my line, wait for the Blaze, pop Cheetah, and go. Now, I usually communicate in voice that this is happening, so the prop paladin can get an extra orb when he's running this way, or the holy paladin can get the orb at the very tip there. However, this set, I can usually get a lot more than that, but I don't want to just troll people with the Blaze. So that's really, really important. The other thing to note is, okay, you can kind of see the orb going through me on this last set, so take a look at this. It has not registered yet, and I know it's not registering, so I'm running with it, and I finally take it. But the other thing to know about this last set is your raid needs to assume they are still doing the mechanic. You cannot just AFK and assume that the immune people are going to carry you. The orbs can go through them. You need to still line up with the correct number and count and just plant and make sure that you can cover anything that the immune guys missed. That's very important. People literally one-shot people randomly in a prog if you don't do that. So that is how we handle P1 Intermission. It's a pretty miserable phase, I'm not gonna lie. There's a Blaze here. It's better to push right after the Blaze, but you know, we never really like planned for that or anything. And once the shield breaks, we're like milk because the boss is damageable now. So we're dotting the boss for full damage, making sure that the boss is taking damage when it's not there. We want to get as low as possible. So now the boss is gonna come down. I'm always moved my.
This guy also makes a lot of mouse sounds.
I waited for the jump and then applied. Sometimes I could get like.
I guess it's like his mic.
But this pull I wasn't able to.
Can we actually get some pulls in? I feel like we've seen
so now,
P1 intermission.
Alright, homies. Questions, comments, concerns?
Are we gonna pull? I'm ready. I am so ready. Oh, that was a nap, dude. I felt like I took a nap just now. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I literally took a nap. Oh, okay.
Settle down, Nerf.
Why do you do that?
So in our assignments, it looks like you reversed the Hero and I for the intermission soaks. You have him on 3, raid plan has me on 3, you just follow the note, not care about the raid plan, or you go follow the raid plan. I suppose we're going to follow the note since that's the one that's actually going to tell us for you. On the week, right?
Yeah, we'll edit that. Whatever, what side do you want? It doesn't matter to me.
It does not matter to me either. I was just letting you know that it was reversed if it mattered to anyone else.
Yeah, I'll just keep it on just whatever the note says.
Did we figure out how many Shadowlands engineering we need yet?
Oh yeah, I haven't even done that at all. Apparently you want to do Shadowlands engineering for this fight so you can get a knockback boot. Oh,
1,
belt.
2, 3.
For when we do
4,
P2.
5, 6.
Are you listening or are you just
3 on the first set. 3
respect
on
the team
next
not
set.
saying anything because
I don't
you know how
think it's
players
gonna be
work in their own
mandatory.
situation? I mean, the way I look at it is, I might as well sit here, and I might as well like absorb, right, the fight as much as possible. I might as well do my due diligence, but yeah, I mean,
But I gotta test it. I'm gonna run it.
yeah, I'm just ready to pull the fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just ready. I'm just
we
ready.
Also have like Carl's ring. It's not on here. Next week, there's stuff in here with how many melee we have. I feel like we'll be okay.
But I mean, seeing the visual would do it for me, right? Not having to the guy explain the entire thing step by step, but just like seeing more or less like what to expect. Okay, this is more or less how the movement works. This is kind of where we position the orbs, and it's like, okay, well, I know more or less where to go. That's gonna give me like an idea, right? I have a map. I have a map, but now I need to walk the trail to learn it. That's kind of how I learn stuff.
It has autumn on it.
Oh man.
Doing it again at 5:42.
Macro. We need a specific macro for this fight. Let me see if I can find it really quickly.
I digress.
I think there's like a 5-second window I can hit before, and it's still okay time-wise, but I'll just wait for it to go out, then I'll hit it.
Okay. I need to make the macro. We'll do it like this.
Is people shit downloaded?
Nope. 60%.
I closed it out and reopened it, and it went faster.
I did the same. It started at 200, now it's just steadily going down.
I was at 60 when we started our conversation. I decided to close out and reopen.
Nice amount as well. Hell yeah, big. It is one fight. Besides, like, I guess a couple of first few bosses, it is apparently one of the fights where Outlaw can do decent numbers. So I actually get to play my main spec.
Mine just kind of
I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try this versus subtlety. It might be one of those fights where we need more single target damage, and maybe like subtlety would be better for it for the burst. But like, I am full single target build on Outlaw for this, and it seems like you have pretty decent boss up time, and you constantly cleaving off of something. But you don't even have to go like a full AoE build to do damage or cleave damage.
Throw up a stream if
you just go full single target.
Pull it out me.
So I think we're just waiting for our tank.
19, it doesn't matter. You just like if you're down a DPS player.
Yeah, just need to actually see the fight.
Oh,
practice
well, that's
stuff.
a problem.
Yeah.
All it gives me arthritis out of like the reliance on stealth, and if you miss between the eyes and stealth, you hit like a noodle. This is why you need a weak aura to track your.
I deleted Battle.net. Now there's no update.
What's
Cool,
it?
We're in.
To track your.
All right. I tried that.
What's it? Subterfuge.
Task manager.
Definitely need it. But it's once you get used to the timing of subterfuge and dance, like if you can land it, that's like the only mechanical difficulty of the spec for the time being. But Roll the Bones is more of a passive. The playstyle is very fast paced. I'm a big fan of the mobility and now the cooldowns that you can get since you're churning through so many calm points. I'm a big fan of it. I like it. Is it good for PvP? Surprisingly, it does well. It does actually pretty well. It is not super far behind the other specs. It's not quite as bursty as subtlety, but it has plenty of control, and I'd say even better sustain damage, like if you play it optimally.
Yeah, but
with the buffs and everything, it could do well.
Whenever I import it, it always adds a 2, and if I want to
I think Aegis, the Frost Mage, played with the Outlaw Rogue the other day, and they were just absolutely dumpstering people in 3s as our RMP. So it definitely wasn't holding like the Rogue back or anything. I mean, I made it, but it's hard. Like skill ceiling is high. To some degree, it's a fast-paced decision-making spec, right? You just gotta choose whether you need to roll, whether you don't need to re-roll. That became a lot more passive, but it still is like a choice thing, or it's one of those things you have to like call, like whether you make the right call or the wrong call. Between the eyes and maximizing it is a little bit like fast-paced, but yeah, compared to the other specs, which are like
that's fine.
Assassination, which has a dedicated burst every minute, which is fairly slow outside of their main CDs. Pretty easy to play because you just maintain your dots and hit a venom.
Type in Liquid in the
and then you
search
have
bar.
yourself the big Kingsbane, and you just get a couple shifts in between, and you're chilling. And Deathmark, basically the same thing.
Type in Liquid.
Subtlety is also kind of similar. I'd say it's faster than Assassin, but like, yeah. Outlaw just got all over the place, but I kind of love it. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Have we done the poll yet?
I mean,
yesterday we did the one. Today we haven't yet, but it's the reason why we've been sitting here watching
Or not updated.
people pull the boss instead of actually doing it. It's because apparently our tank is having a hard time logging into the game. He's trying to log in and keeps downloading something over and over and over and over, and just being at literally can't log in.
That's it actually.
So
there's like a difference.
we're down a body at the moment.
Same week or
as soon as they're in, we should be able to get a puller too. Hopefully. Which is better for Outlaw or Finesse PvP?
That might be the one.
Outlaw or Finesse in PvP? You mean Subtlety? Or Assassin? What do you mean by Finesse?
I wouldn't change it.
Depends what you mean by Finesse. I say whatever spec you like, whatever you're comfortable with.
I don't think it's working.
That is part of the raid assignment.
Like you gotta
He has a Mac and a Force Code launcher with launch. I don't think anybody's Mac, but maybe he is. Yo, good luck, Dad. What's up, Filippo? How you doing, my guy?
I have mine.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're having a good one, my man.
Right here.
Like the Farrak channel, it's probably pinned. It's just addle blinds onto the macro to type in raid to troubleshoot.
That's a kill. Thanks so much, Colin. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, for Tindral was a rough one. Before the nerfs. After the nerfs, it became a lot better. But even still, yesterday for us, I don't know what it was, man. I don't know why it took us more than 2 hours to kill him. But at least we did it. So, pretty happy about it, honestly. At least we did it.
The buff show.
For Nimue, oh my guy. Yeah, Nimue is not too bad as long as you. It's very heavy on the ads. Don't hold cooldowns for the ads. That's like the most important part. And it's all about making sure that you do a clean left ad, clean right ad, but also whoever does the back ad blast that thing, and then it's all about moving and stuff. That's really about the difficulty of the boss. But if you focus on killing the ads, the boss will die. If you can do those ads cleanly, the boss will die. And you'll be fine.
We don't have to set up anything.
Fighting as a melee, it is not great as a melee, especially if you're one of those melee that doesn't have like extra range. Like rogues have extra range, paladins have extra range. That's really Pharaohs have extra range. But like if you're a warrior, if you're a death knight, maybe the Clone Shadows kind of helps. But like warrior, demon hunter, you're planted in melee with the boss, and there's nowhere for you to do, and you have to like weave back and forth. As a rogue, you kind of like avoid left, right, to the side a bit. In the first group, I have 2 minutes CDs. It feels battlefield. Yeah. You gotta reorganize your cooldowns, but definitely, what I would do is this. I would look up like logs. I'm sure you've already done that already, but I would look up to I would definitely look up at logs and stuff, like seeing what other classes do. You know, when it comes to your what is the word? When it comes to your cooldowns, but definitely do the ads and save your cooldowns for the ads, because the boss will die.
Slash roll 100k.
I'm sorry.
First group, I have 2 minutes CDs. Yeah.
That's it.
I wonder if that's one of those things you just hold a 2 minute CD.
60k or higher.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You guys were gambling this whole time?
No, I just started like 3 minutes ago when I logged back in. I took a quick nap. It is 6:30.
No, I wish I could nap, dude.
I was just kidding. I've just been sitting here in my chair.
No, that's a general wish, a genuine wish though. Like, some people can nap, I just can't nap.
I can't either. I don't know why. Freaking 15 minute power nap.
Oh my god, Jack.
Anything longer than 15 minutes and you're fucked? maybe 20 minutes.
If you get like 90, that's a full sleep suit.
Smoldering was horrible. 90 second CD. Yeah, Smoldering
true.
is
You
pretty
just
bad.
need
I am
to
happy
wake
that I
up
played that as a subtlety, just because you
following
can
a cycle,
vanish,
not
reduce your
mid-cycle.
cooldowns down a little, and then you always have like a full go for
you
every one
wake
of
up
his
mid-cycle,
phases.
you're a
But if
fucking
you're like a
zombie
2-minute
for
class, a
the
3-minute class, you really have to like
So much worse.
cadaver your cooldowns, and it just doesn't feel great.
We're just waiting on.
Let me tell you, it's awkward, man. It's just an awkward fight. Yeah, personal best if feature percent would barely make it past the second mythic ad. So we're trying to figure out
Talking about
what's
crap, bro. I ain't fucking winning.
yeah, that's what it, I mean, as long as you guys have seen
I get a rebate.
ad 2,
in a
right?
row.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
1 or 2 stacks, man.
Somebody needs to lit.
2.
Somebody needs to lit after
Red's
that.
still not here?
Alright, actually gonna get some pulls, I think.
This shit's fucked.
I tell you, you gotta. No, you don't even need to restart a computer. Just fully close out Battle.net a couple times.
Can you push note?
I think
Finally play the role I've been
I
wanting
think
to
we
play.
kill as
Give me a
long as we
couple
keep the
pulls.
soaks and healing. Yeah.
You want me to push the whole node?
Yeah. It does ramp up a little bit as the fight goes on, so the healers are gonna have to do like, you know, output a little bit more healing towards the tail end. But
We have 20 in now. I mean, we can.
it's more practice and just getting that mobility
in
down.
In place of.
Yes.
No, I'm saying like, who's our extra player?
Sky.
Sky,
Whatever is in the note, can you push it? Because I don't see it. So I wasn't on.
I've pushed it like 3 times now.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now.
You turn your note on, Acid, then maybe we'll see it.
A lot of our healers are close to before third ad. Yeah. Yeah, it might be down to, I guess the question then would be like, are you guys getting hit a lot? Like, are you having to get healed a ton? Because if you are, then it might be one of those things where people have to be very careful with the lines. Because if you take a lot of damage and you run out of mana very, very quickly by then, there isn't much you can really do. But it is a healing intensive fight.
I'll tell you right now.
So maybe cooldowns, right?
That's 390.
We have no innervates. Oh, okay, yeah.
But you weren't in on that roll.
Yeah, innervates gotta hurt.
I said I missed it, but I'm done rolling.
Might be one of those things where maybe you guys can restructure cooldowns so you can get the most value where you don't spend as much mana, but instead blow a cooldown and just kind of rotate those. There's always an opportunity there, but I wouldn't know for, you know, in great detail exactly what you guys are having to deal with unless I actually see it for myself.
Air storm. Oh, melee on the right, range on the left.
Good.
Bait these frontals. Watch out melee.
Yeah, melee. We need to move the boss before that. Yep, that's okay. So we would move to the left before those set of frontals. Yeah. Alright, so here's where you would pull boss into. Okay.
Oh, Dream Ren, fuck.
Yeah, we'd pull in the Dream Ren. The raid team would be back here. A diamond marker.
Oh,
So
the grip is
moving
actually a
left,
lot bigger.
Little move. Little move.
Someone's
Big move.
ahead, so the
Oh
face
god,
will
yeah. The grip, that rend actually really does pull you quite a bit. That is quite a lot of... That was awesome. I actually like it. It's like the mechanic normally, like you don't really feel it, just like a little tug and just keeps slowly pulling you. But there's like you're really fighting against it. It just keeps pulling you back. You got to keep moving. This is fun. I like this a lot. Wow, Outlaw.
It's too early to trigger peak.
Maybe it could work pretty well. Hey Pete, I got a weak aura you might want to try.
No thanks.
Is it a atonement tracker?
It's a
Called not a Bitcoin miner.
death mark tracker.
Yeah, I got a frenzy stack tracker for you. Let me switch to MM real quick.
You keep checking for it every 0.5 seconds. You'll love it.
0.5. That's weak.
That's
What?
fucking. That's weak, dude.
I can try lowering it. I don't fuck
Yeah,
with
it's on
recores that
every
much.
frame, dude.
Oh.
Every quarter second. buddy.
Yeah, it's
Do it
gotta be
on.
every-
Do it on frame.
Yeah.
Nah, but I have a weak aura I want you to create later.
We should actually just get one
yeah?
that tracks everybody's
Yep.
resource.
I got money in my eyes right now. What do you gotta do?
Best pull so far? I think so. That was probably the best. That was 87. Best pull.
So on pause.
Better than yesterday. Yesterday we got to fight the guy for 5 seconds.
I'm trying to figure out, is it after
But we're not actually practicing. We don't even have the entire full team, but like seeing the fight, that's all we get to
those
do.
first set of drops are done, Mem.
Oh, because it's the drops. Alright.
Like the first set of drops are done, we're then moving, and that's when we're gonna get second set of baits into first set of mythic soaks. So it goes bosses on pull, frontals, drops, bait frontals, mythic drops. I'll try and call out this pull.
Why am I so fast?
5, 4, 3, 2. AOE incoming.
So we're gonna get frontals here, we're baiting. Now we get ready for drops. Now we're moving boss, baiting frontals. Into mythic drops.
Venn diagram, come on.
Yeah, so those mythic ones have to, somebody didn't move and they just have to be fast.
Stay away from the target.
So now we get these out.
No, we don't. I don't think we pull them in that order.
No, yeah. After the set of ground spawns, this is only bait green.
That's a beam as well as the lines.
So the rest of us right now, the tank's gonna move, but the rest of us should be back on diamond at this point.
Oh, so they come from here. That's what I was wondering, like, what spawns it?
Alright,
Okay.
so I think I need a grip there because I literally cannot outrun. Maybe not literally, but I have a very hard time outrunning the suck.
Well, don't we have movement stuff there though?
Yeah, that sucked.
I guess
is
we
what killed
should,
me.
but we have
We
time
have
to
to
have
have
alert.
Flame also did.
Or thingy went off there. So look like that.
Yeah, I guess it just got hit by all three of them. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, Windrush was down too, so.
Big
so
pain.
Memnaz, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Cool.
I need to figure out like what do they mean by like, the outer
I can shut up.
location
I'm
or
trying to
whatever.
Talk over you. Just wanted to make sure we got that right.
We're into say guild, but some of our healers aren't adjusted to mythic, so 4 out of 8, 4 out of 9 is pretty good. Yeah, if you're an AGC guild and you don't normally do mythic, that's solid. You guys get past the first, second, you got yourself Volocross and Council. All those are difficult. All those are difficult, and Nimue is the step up from there. Like Council, and then there's Nimue, and then Laradar, and then the Smoldy by a couple of steps above that. Yeah, so you guys are doing pretty good, honestly.
Is that what you're working with?
Are you guys gonna try to just like see how far you can go mythic, or like trying to like actually get cutting edge?
Sweatpants.
Because the difference between heroic and mythic ends up being quite high, and Nimue might be one of those bosses that will test you healers.
That's fine.
You might want to move that.
But good thing there's a lot of logs out there. I don't know if you healers are really good at like looking, scouring through logs and trying to like come up with a raid plan and cooldowns and stuff.
it's a liquid
But that's
pack,
where
right?
that's what it really comes down to is cooldowns. And then maximizing the value.
So let's just pull it again.
The actual move bar is going over timers. If we do that drop, big move, bait, mythic soak, and then we get ready for Dreamrend after the blaze.
Yeah, and it looks like.
So look at your groups for the outer, middle, inner. Just make sure you know. So would you do that real quick?
Maybe gonna be like.
Oh, it's subtlety that's causing speed.
I think.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Whoever's currently tanking takes the one's closest to the boss. The one who's not tanking goes further.
AOE incoming.
The
Oh, there goes
non-tank
stealth.
takes outer. Okay, invading frontal.
Which melee?
Watch your step.
First set of drops. So
Big move. Dodge, and then get ready for Mythic Soak.
Stay away from lines.
Do this blaze, and then we move.
AOE incoming.
Move. Get to diamond.
Run.
I must get closer.
Get listen for call. Move.
That I will still reach out.
Little move.
Stay away
Big
from
move.
lines.
Okay, now this is user personal here on these overlaps. Good. Okay, boss moves over.
Move to Firestorm after this.
Watch your step.
And have to be.
I cannot drink more this time.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, after that. So pretty much we need to be moving in that direction the entire time. Otherwise, I think that's what he was saying. You don't have enough time to drop.
You know, it's actually a very, very doable place to fight for Outlaw. This doesn't feel too bad, and there's a bit of range, and you can stay on the boss the entire time. I messed up my whole opener, so I might be doing that as a lower the dispatch. But actually, this is pretty fun. I like this a lot. Dude, this actually might be a really good fight for health. I'm so amazed. Normally, endgame boss is an assassination boss or a subtlety boss. I think I may enjoy this boss fight. I'm saying this early right now. Like, I'm gonna hate it by the end of the run with so many wipes that we're gonna have, but I'm enjoying myself, boys. Yo.
Where I'm at now is gonna be the gap. Jumping up and down, big tree
man.
here. And then, like, yeah, one right here, exactly.
It should be the two
So really is center, and the second one is to the left.
Yeah. The solo one on the side.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Just wait before we pull in a second.
Sure.
For the mythic soaks, I know that we have like our assigned groups of which one we're supposed to stack in, but what about like the actual spread of the soak? Is it just like if one person go left, middle,
I'm excited,
and right,
man.
just hope for the best, or
I'm excited.
Are we gonna have
Boss
like,
is as
any
good
other
as
way to
dead.
maybe assign people to those?
For the boss fight, you can use the method of rejecting paladins. I mean,
on the right.
you can use the method of rejecting paladins. I mean, divine shield. You can completely reject the stage of the boss fight like the old days.
Yeah.
Really?
So you have a group, so you're always.
You mean
on
like
the,
with the
you're always on
intermission,
the
how you
inner
can
side.
bubble and you can just run through
so
orbs,
say
or are you
that
talking
I
about
get a
something else,
circle
Omega?
and Zox get a circle. We both can't be on the inner. So like.
Because we do have a prop rally normally.
You're just gonna communicate like, you know.
I don't know if there's.
And it
like,
would be in for
time,
this fight if
because
you could ever get
basically
on.
everybody would have
It
to
is
be
haven't
stacked
been at
under the
issues.
boss as they go out, so we can just spread easier. And if so, it takes like a second and a half before they go off. So I don't know if you're gonna like really have time to communicate. Like I'm going left, I'm going right.
I mean, I think there's definitely time just to say like inner.
You know, I never really get to sit here and just like twirl a mustache.
Overcomplicating it almost. You just like use your eyes.
I never really get to do this.
Just, if someone's planted already, you move
As long as we get the
for
soaks and they're in like roughly the right place, that's the most important thing. But
Yeah, because we're the purpose of those are to also bait player correctly. So, yeah.
Oh, also I started getting grays in my beard. I have like 3 specific like gray hairs,
make
like
sure they're in a good spot for
somewhere here. What's up, Double? How you doing, my guy? Dude, I got grays in my hair on the sides. Like, I don't know if you can, probably can't really see it easily. Oh, the light. Like, you can see it much better from like in the bathroom, with like the bathroom lights on or whatever. But I got like also grays in my beard too. 3 straight gray hairs. And some are starting to kind of turn a little by little. I'm gonna be gray all over in like 5 years time. Calling it.
like if you're a melee or a range player on full, you, like position yourself towards the left hand side, not only for baits but for easier drops.
I require a target.
Tell me if that one works. Excuse.
AOE incoming.
Yeah, well, buddy.
Bait frontals.
It's the right spell I'd use, it's not.
No, I think I know what it is.
Watch your step.
First set of drops.
Cannot drink beer this time.
Can happen.
I must get
Baiting funnel. Get ready for Mythic Soak.
We'll just be in your soak.
Stay away
Do
from
these
lines.
blazes, and then we're moving.
AOE incoming.
Go to diamond.
Run.
I cannot use that yet.
Yep. Move.
Stay away from lines. Targets you.
Then we're already supposed to be making choice.
That item
That's
is
what
still
we're doing
recharging.
next set of drops.
It is not ready.
Watch your step.
Still got hit. Oh no. I thought I was gonna dodge it. Bit late for the stream. All good, my guy. We were kind of late to do this fight anyway.
Don't be under the boss. Can't see shit.
Not only that, you have to respect those. You have to respect those small little circles.
I can't see him.
This boss hits incredibly fucking hard. Like holy shit.
You want to get rid of the bars, I think, is what.
We have like the we have curse on them and all that sort of shit.
Oh, Pete.
Wait.
Is it?
Yo, Pete, for the debuff shit, do you want dwarves to be using just our stone skin on CD or no?
Like Liquid has a thing assigned to it. Like if it's up, it'll check, and then it'll tell you to stone form it. I'm pretty sure.
You can put that anywhere if you want. I'm sure you're using it.
Yeah, I don't really know where I want it yet. It's more about I'm gonna see where.
Does it check like everyone's dispels or some shit?
So how the dispel thing looks like it's working is it's assigning each of us a dispel. The frame like glows or whatever, and like it does reassign as needed. It's in the note, Gabren. I don't know.
I'm about to summon
At
evil.
156.
So we have a macro in order to be able to do like a check with I press my macro. I want to change it to Hey Mem Nurk, just to see if I can get his attention. I want to mess with him. I think it'd be so funny. Stupid but funny.
Let's see a 7 handle and good movement.
AOE incoming.
Big frontals.
Watch your step.
Reposition for good drops here. Be caught off guard.
It is not ready.
Big move.
Funnels.
Gonna watch out melee. Get ready for Mythic Soak. Be quick with this.
What the? That is not how you want to do it.
Stay away from lines.
Here, melee.
AOE incoming.
We also got to do better on dispels there. We were getting like behind really early.
Diamond.
Yeah, Shadow needs to dispel more.
Little move.
Too far away.
Little move. Big move.
Stay
Yeah, we're moving. So stay in your line. And we have Firestorm coming, so you need to shift over towards that side.
Watch your step.
Is that just generic damage going out there is killing us?
So, okay.
There we go. That was a little
that
weird.
drop set, guys, we would have been like going from the outside of the room in.
Further
not in
out.
the middle of the room like we did there.
Okay.
I know it was like not many people alive, but
So we're heading off that one is in the wrong spot.
There's a lot of factors.
yeah. So hold on. Let's do this real quick. So,
You can just stay a corpse right here. Just have like
we
some
don't.
orientation.
Yeah, we hold on. We don't even need to do that. I'll just do this.
Pull up the X practice.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me see.
I think it's pulling up. I'll show you the add-on if it's pulling it up, but it's called X Practice. It kind of like allows you to visualize the boss room and move bosses and move mechanics and kind of show and let players practice like mechanics and stuff.
That would be helpful.
Hell for what? Maybe? The frontals and
The
melee.
frontals.
Is it three pack that just go through?
They're going through melee.
Yeah.
Even I got clipped.
Yeah,
That shit
they're
dropped.
bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Or
Ryan-
is if you're closest to them, you can move the beam. So
Red,
Yeah,
you
for a
good?
split second, you can.
Try and call
Yeah.
that really early. It's really hard to recognize, like if it's the very far one that's pointing through melee or what. Like, just try and like
yeah,
verbalize
that's
it
like
quickly.
that's the one I got clipped by
summon
there.
now.
It's just
Yeah,
not
same.
much I could do.
I think tanks can call that a little bit too. At least like with the camera angle I'm at, I can see them pretty well.
Looks like a very thin hitbox though, so like you can kind of
Yeah, you can definitely game it pretty well.
Like along it.
Like that huge.
But when it's
Seeing a far
because I was
one
trying to
is-
bait the furthest one if I could there, and the one that was like in the center of the room was like straight through melee. I just never saw it. So it
Is
gunned me down.
there a name to that bait? Like, can I set up a bigwigs thing that says bait? Or no, we can use like a private.
I think there's a text thingy that goes out from Bigwig or from the liquid pack.
Liquid.
Yeah, the liquid pack is saying funnels soon.
I did hear the door thing, by the way.
Text.
Yeah, I see stone farm here. Blaze bait after. Okay.
What do you want, door?
Alright, dudes, so let me just clear one of these. Alright, so first set of drops, if you just pull up my stream real quick. I
Show
know
you guys
this
in a
is on
second.
raid plan, but again, we'll just do it like actually. So bosses.
There we go.
Bosses here.
Yeah, so this is
we're gonna get our first set
X
of
Practice.
frontals after frontals. The first set of drops go to where the swirlies are on the ground. So first set of drops are there. These two specifically are for melee players. So one's always going to be in this little fucking gap here. Another melee player's dropping theirs out to the right.
And it just helps
And
you
then after
visualize
that
like what the
first
fight
set
is
of
like.
baits, or even like during that first set of baits, ranged DPS players should be.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Like positioning on this side of the room, so we can drop R2 here easily. Right. So we do that. Then boss and the raid moves. As we get another set of baits. Okay. Another set of baits.
3 open spots.
Yeah, so like again, the scaling is slightly off, but then we're just gonna get outer, middle, inner. Do our soaks. Okay.
But it gives you
then
like
we
a good
get,
idea of like what you're supposed to do.
you know,
You can
new
do like a
shit,
visual.
thing
whatever.
of, like red shit on the ground, right? Boss gets moved into red shit for Dream Rend. Raid team moves out here. What do we have for world marker? We've got like a diamond marker, I think.
Yeah.
Diamond.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
diamond circle.
So raid moves out to diamond. Good, we're kind of chilling. Tank's gonna come with us, and as a consequence, boss is gonna move back this way after the tank gets gripped. We'll
And you
say
can also
wait,
use
wait,
other
wait,
abilities
and
inside of
then
X Practice. Like
move,
everybody has heroic leap, everybody has a blink.
move,
You even have the night phase shift
big
abilities.
move.
So it's pretty fun.
Okay. So now we're like in the middle.
So
we're
like, and you
getting
can
the
get
fucking
other
ground damage
guild
shit
members
again.
or people in your
But again,
raid
we need to be
in
working
X
as a
Practice so you can
raid
see each other at the same
to
time.
get over here.
Pretty cool.
Because our next set of drops again are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Boss at this point should be over like here-ish. And then our next set of mythic is like 1, 2, 3. So outer, middle, inner.
So I need to play a little bit closer to like middle.
so far.
as a melee
I
then.
know that's like somewhat complicated, but does that make sense to people? Does anybody have questions about that?
It's pretty straightforward.
Alright, let's
So
give it
which
a
one was
whirl.
inner, man?
On this one, this is inner.
Oh, we're swapping it?
It's
Yeah.
flips. It's always the one that's closest to the outer is always the closest to the edge of the room, except for always to the outer.
Yeah, so like on the first set, Zox, outer is where
Yeah,
you
I know that.
would
I was,
expect it to be. Yeah, this one just have this be inner. Inner, middle, outer. Alright. Sorry, somebody was asking a question?
Is the Uyghur assigning those mythic soaks? Like where you go with them?
No, that's what I was talking about earlier.
You just have to know where you're.
You just have to know where you're supposed to be, generally.
Like that last mythic soak, what happened was
outer, middle, inner the assignments, like, or is it possible that two people from inner get it?
Possible
and they
that
have
two
to
people
just
could get the
YOLO?
same one, and then they just need
That's
to
why
adjust.
tanks are double circling.
Okay, well
Yeah.
that's what I thought, because I went for the inner spot there and then had to double back and got
The
that.
one thing that is most important for all of these, so like we had it happen on a Mythic Soak set and on a normal drop set. If you like,
Drop that in middle, not inner.
what's that?
He said he was going to inner, but he dropped.
I'm
it
just
in
waiting
middle.
for us to pull. I was having
Yeah,
such a fun time, and
so-
I was back to just sitting here.
There, like, is that what you mean? Like
I like raiding, but this part of raiding is the most boring part. I know it's like we're trying to discuss and talk, and it helps a lot of people
Like people were
to really go through
already
it, but
in the middle and the inner, and I was like,
You know.
thinking I was gonna go to the inner, but then I had to go to the outer because the outer was the one that was available.
I think that only helps if
But I
like if you
couldn't
actually have a
game plan with that point
question.
'cause I already wasted too much time.
And I'm just
So
chilling right
that's
now.
exactly how that was supposed to be set.
What's
But if it's
important-
just kind of YOLO.
Well, I mean, it should be YOLO very infrequently, right? There shouldn't be a ton of situations where you have multiple people from the same group and the same thing. It can definitely happen, but
Part-time should happen before
but the
raid
issue
time.
the issue
Probably,
that we had
but
both on the normal drops
you're not
and on
wrong.
the Mythic Soak drops is like if you stack one up.
You're not wrong.
So I'll pull up XP real quick too. Sorry, one more. Change that. Okay.
But it's, I guess, it's like
So,
the way
like,
they look
if
at
you
it.
stack
A
one
lot,
up,
the way a lot of people
just
look
for
at it is
sake of
like measure twice, cut once, right?
What ends up happening? So let's say
Let's
this
talk
first
about
one,
it. Ask all the questions before we just
drop
go in and just keep
one,
like wiping and pulling and wiping and pulling and wiping
here,
and pulling.
here, then one of the range DPS is slow and like drops it there, like almost like heavily overlapping.
How many
You
times do
end
you want
up
to try?
getting like a random.
What do you mean, the
fucking
boss?
spawn
How many attempts did
somewhere
we
else
get
on the
to?
map.
I think we got like
the
6
first
pulls
one we
maybe.
did there. We got like 2
We
random.
want to try.
spawns
Want
over
to spend as much as we can tonight and just
Okay, so like
do as
there
many
has
pulls
to
as
be
possible.
there's some Venn diagrammage, but if you're like hard stacked, you end up fucking us. The same thing happened on the next set of mythic drops where we had like somebody go inner and then the outer and middle were confused, and then ended up being like they dropped on top of each other, and then we got like a fire spawn here that popped up.
Yeah, so those assignments in the note are strictly just if you don't have the debuff, that's the side you're soaking. But if you notice the circles come out and you're the person that's on the outside, you are the outside person. Just make yourself
just
that
use
guy.
common sense. Just wanted to get 100% understanding on that.
All right. That's a great tool. I just wish that thing you could fucking expand the size of the screen.
Get a smaller monitor to look bigger.
That's true.
Can you adjust
Look in the
resolution
Farrak.
settings?
If you look in the Farrak channel, you can see what like a good set of the Venn diagrams looks like.
Yep, that is a good step. Did you say no?
I'm pretty sure you could set the settings in settings for fixed practice. That was like the first thing I did.
Oh.
1080.
Oh, yeah. All right. Use that camera rotation speed. Thank God. Hey. Now I don't know what the fuck how I get back out of this stuff.
Probably escape.
Return at the bottom right.
There we go.
Alright, yeah, this escape does it. Alright.
Holy moly.
Awesome. All right, cool. We don't need that right now, but we'll use that later. Get one more of these.
Because we still got 2 more hours to go. Or, yeah, 2 more hours. So I'd rather just get as many pulls as we can.
Should be. Frontal, drop, move, frontal. Mythic, soaks. Am I tanking at that point?
Frontal, drop, move, frontal, soaks, drops, pull into fire, and then bait at diamond.
For Mythic Soak, you're taking the outer one, the one to the right facing the boss.
You'll be tanking at that point.
I'll be
right?
tanking at that point, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of pings once we get to the shield phase.
Oh yeah, a lot of pings.
Point after the Dream Rend, I'm gonna have a stack of the Cleave. Only 1 stack, so you'll be taking the boss, so you can get 2. Then I will take the boss to get the Dream Rend, since I'll be baiting the fire. You'll see. If he doesn't apply a second debuff to me during the movement.
The movement.
And he hits incredibly hard, by the way, so prepare your ass.
Yeah.
5, 4,
I must get closer.
2, 1.
I cannot drink more this time.
That's quick.
AOE incoming.
I cannot drink more this time.
Oh.
Watch your step.
I cannot drink more
Ready
this
for
time.
drop.
Run out.
Split.
I am out of range. I cannot use that.
Moving, and we're baiting frontals here.
Bait
They're
these.
melee.
Get ready for Mythic.
Still recharging.
You're outside, you're outside.
I thought it was close.
It is not ready.
Stay away from lines. AOE incoming.
About to use a personal here.
Point to diamond. And then listen for call.
Moving.
If we're calling, man.
Stay away
Oh, here
from
he
lines.
calls.
The weak aura.
Target you.
I would say something.
It's a little off,
Yeah,
but
literally talks to you.
you can.
My shit don't talk.
You need a cause
Yeah,
shared
that's
media.
We need more
Is
range.
that where I talk?
I must get closer.
The movements just seem like you don't have to move that far at all.
No.
Range getting out towards the edge.
Yeah, those. The shared soaks were really bad there. They were way too close.
Yeah, they need to be.
into my spot, and I think Zox blinked it.
Like
It was
outer
fun.
could be like.
Outer should be on the outer edge. Like
Melee's on the outer
It
edge.
was.
They're
It was like here.
Looks crazy tough. I mean, the boss on Mythic does have quite a handful of new mechanics, plus also a lot of damage take going on. Yeah, it's kind of fun actually. I do enjoy this version of the fight for now. I'm sure like over time I won't like it as much. Was it to make the raid bosses easier? I feel like they have been over the last few expansions, like this tier and this expansion specifically.
Again, we want the reason we
I
want
feel
the
like the
boss
bosses have been
further out
easier
there,
than
too,
that
so
of
when
Shadowlands.
when we
Shadowlands
do
is like
Dream Ren pull in,
pretty brutal.
The boss
But then again, also there's a reason why people raid, right? They raid because of the difficulty. Like if you want it easier, you have normal,
on the orbs.
you have heroic, and then you have mythic. And people like the difficulty, the complexity, the how classes are involved and stuff. Right? There's definitely like an audience for it. But don't get me wrong, I love what just the ability to just go into SOD, go into a BFD, and just get a full raid done in like an hour. And there's like only like 2-3 mechanics per boss at most. And it's just really just mostly sit there and auto attack it to death. Like it's fun, it's pretty nice and casual. I think, yeah, I don't really know if they could really go back and make fights even easier. Because I feel like they already did, and if this is still difficult, I don't really know what else, where they could make it, besides just taking out Mythic and just keeping heroic only. Everyone's pretty mad about it still though. About difficulty? Because there's a lot of players that do endgame, like Mythic. They weren't happy that the bosses got nerfed. I mean, some people were, but not everybody. A lot of people that did this bosses on difficult, like really high difficulty,
let's say Naz and Euro, and I'll be taking
before they got any nerfs, they're kind of unhappy that the bosses like are nerfed because they kind of, let's say, they ruined them. So I don't really know, man. You have like people that like difficulty that don't like nerfs, and then you have like players that can be the bosses that want to nerf. It's like they got two audiences, man. Who's right? Who's wrong?
I take one. He does Dream Ren. We do kiting, and my stack drops. You'll take the boss because yours also will drop. You'll be taking 2 frontals. Then I turn off for you. And that's when he does the second Dream Run, where we have to go back to the corner and kite from, let's say, moon to purple.
Minister, I feel.
Back to the first Mythic Soul.
I mean, I feel like having a boss like Farrak was a little crazy. Like, to be fair.
During the kiting phase, our stacks drop, and that's why I'll be taking 1, you'll be taking 2 on the pull. And then intermission's supposed to happen after that. But we'll see.
Although we're on this side, after the first Dream Ren, we drop towards Edge, then Mythic Soak is going to be more towards the middle, then he's dragged all the way back for Dream Ren, and then we move back to Orange, then we go to the opposite side for Intermission push.
You can separate the diamond and other marker a little further apart, same area though.
Alright,
so give some people some more speed.
Talking about it, I've had some of you guys in chat like recommend me to watch Asmongold like videos on whether WoW content is difficult to get into or whatever. I have never gotten around to it. I meant to.
Ready for battle.
So I just don't really have the context of it, you know?
Big move. Hate these frontals.
Melee. Ready for soak.
You're outside, you're outside.
They're still overlapping them a little.
Bait.
Too far away. I am out of range.
Moving.
Still recharging. I cannot use the pattern yet. I must
stay away from lines. Target you.
That item is still recharging.
It's wild, dude.
Watch your step.
I think that... Yeah, it needs to be further.
But yeah, you just spread
on the edge.
Because the people that are stoking the middle were kind of fucked.
What needs to be further?
Mid mechanic, they just spread out.
Yeah, I just didn't move it enough.
This shit hurts, man.
Yeah, dude,
holy fuck.
It's like a warm hug. What do you mean?
Dude, during that Dream Run thing, I fucking like hellstoned, survival.
You got lay on hands in the middle of it.
Fortitude of the bear, and then like
beating Mythic Grade boss is like a team of doctors doing a surgery.
I talked to you twice during that.
To some degree, I don't know if it's that. Like,
I talked to you, and then you were back at like 2% health.
I know it's like a wild comparison, but
so scary.
That was not a fun game of ping pong.
I don't really know. It's definitely quite difficult, but like it's also fun.
No need to rush this, dude. Let's
like
get
the difficulty is part of the fun.
Good.
Like a lot of people really enjoy the difficulty.
That's
what I'm saying, man.
Now, when we reach 500 pulls, I'll be depressed and be like, ah, whatever.
Yeah, dude, I already know. Like next week,
oh yeah, of course. Be like, Harlot, break 2 hours.
I can't. It's only 60 minutes.
Fine, run the clock.
AOE incoming.
Funnels. And then Firestorm. Right through melee. Firestorm coming.
I cannot drink more.
Good drop, good drop, good drop. Baiting frontals and moving.
a little funky. Bait frontals.
We're too close together.
And Mythic soaks for this drop.
I must get closer.
Oh bad.
Stay away from lines.
Up and down on your line. Bait frontals.
AOE incoming.
That item is still recharging.
And then we're going to diamond.
Peter, you just getting clapped by the drop there?
It was a frontal.
Yeah, I guess it was a frontal.
Little move. Little move. Big move.
Big move. Big move.
I mean, the last time I died to it just
where you
being
taunt.
overlapped.
Yeah, no, I was just curious if like you're ramping there or whatever. I wasn't paying attention. I just saw you in a weird spot.
I am made of cloth, and anything that looks at me kills me.
That's not true. You're more survivable than me, dude.
I don't know about that.
You have a beacon. You're all But I have like a hidden hunter damage taken debuff.
You're wearing mail. You have a higher base armor class than I
Dude,
do.
it doesn't work that way.
It does work that way. It literally
doesn't,
works
dude.
that way
It
in
should
Mythic
work
Club.
that way, but
it does. It does any physical damage. Maybe this is
Dude has no raid mechanics or ever physical damage.
It's a shame we're taking 0 physical damage though.
Yeah, I mean, if you got melee, you would
I
probably.
don't know. I wonder if they could.
check it.
Let's test
It's
that,
fun,
let's
but I
test that,
agree.
let's test that.
Love the
Yeah,
skill and a
let's
couple
see.
ton
You
of
pull
the
the boss,
feeling.
and then you're a will pull the boss.
I do wonder, like,
You're doing sludge face though. With that melee.
who was it? I guess the question is, who was it describing
That
mythic
wall
raiding?
physical
Was it
damage
like
was
people
off
that
this
are like high-end guilds that raid constantly, that have had like multiple like expansion experiences of like cutting edge, or is it by like, or is that description of like people that don't really mythic raid, but that's how they view it? So that's what I'm wondering, because I wonder it's one of those things where it's like it's the perception of what mythic raiding looks like.
It died.
Or I guess high-end rating heroic. I don't even know. Are we talking about like just mythic or like heroic too? Is that the perception, or is that the reality? Because like either way, like even if it's just the perception but not the reality, it's still something Blizzard would have to deal with, right? Because even if a perception basically can become reality in a way, if that makes any
I'm gonna
sense.
try and take it inside the little crevice.
Like there should be one person in the
that's what I
middle,
think
one
about.
It's
person
probably
to the
PvP
right,
players.
yeah, and then 2 to the left. Like we don't have to be super close.
It could be. It could be. This season specifically, I do know that a lot of my PvP buddies started PvE in a lot more. Giving Mythic Plus a proper try, giving Raiden a proper try. It could be one of those things.
You can't do that for every single one of them.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Point of, reference.
I wish I had like some data to back up like some kind of like a consensus or whatever, right? I don't really got anything like that on the top of my head.
You should just look at being slightly overlapped instead of like fully overlapped.
I
or in
probably
a
should go
crevice.
watch that video though,
Yeah,
of
just
like
screenshot it.
content being difficult.
Yeah, just look at that.
Actually sounds kind of interesting.
We want to do it every time.
I feel like I'm only getting like partial story about some of the takes. I feel like being able to get a full version would probably be helpful. Getting the full context.
Frontals. Your melee.
Watch your step.
Get ready for fire.
Moving and baiting.
Mythic soak coming.
Too close.
That's too close.
Stay away from lines.
Yes.
Yeah, the middle and inner were too close.
Use it if, so here we. Yeah. So that overlap is we use it defensive. Personals at least until we get better at it.
That item is still recharging.
Moving.
We'll move.
Big fucking move.
Stay away from lines.
Too far away.
And down your line. And then get ready to bait frontals with Firestorm.
Melee. Go melee.
Watch your step.
Firestorm coming.
No.
Oh, those are terrible.
Yeah, that's again from the outside of the room towards the middle. Now we would get in position frontals, and then we would have a mythic soak here by the boss. A mythic soak. No,
Yeah,
no.
those ones.
Oh. What are you doing, Carl?
I am out of range.
No, dude.
That was funny.
Trying to make it so other people have less mobility, but
Somebody's already on the edge. I think you just left him.
Yeah, the other two are already in position. They didn't need to be mobile at all.
didn't we need to fill in like the full pocket though?
No, not for the Mythic Soak there.
Mythic Soaks. That one.
After that Mythic Soak set,
Fire
we
hurts.
get another like boss spawn.
Two different
line that
sides,
covers that part of the
exactly.
room up.
Exactly. I do think making Contra more accessible for like the casual community is not the worst though. I think maybe what they could do is like for the very first few guilds that are doing the hard content, like really crank up the difficulty, and then they could maybe like soften the fights as time goes on.
And all the balls come
Just to
out,
give
what we
more
do is
players
we-
an
we
opportunity
need
to actually
end
kill the
up at-
bosses, get the gear or whatever.
That's where we're
Right?
dropping the next three,
Maybe like
or
do
the
a
next
pretty
four
big like
supports.
tuning
Yep, and then we go
after
right,
Hall of Fame, where just the
the left or
difficulty
right
drops
Yeah,
by
the
quite a bit.
movement would be we go from
Shot boss is gonna spawn.
So it was like almost like a slightly more difficult version
go
than heroic
from
to
Diamond
give more
with the
guilds an
raid
opportunity to
team.
kill bosses on Mythic and get the rewards
Okay,
and some of
so
the best
Diamond.
gear.
And then back to
I think that's what at the end of the day
Well, no,
people
it's like
want is that
Diamond for the
feeling of
bait,
completion, right?
small
Get the
move,
best of the best
small
gear for the
move,
season.
Big move, right? Now we're
Where
coming
in
over
classic
here,
you just
tanks are
you
pulling
know
boss in the
BFD like
direction of Moon.
there's one difficulty.
We're at Moon.
Right. You run a BFD, you get the gear, you can get best of
Jash,
slot, you do
Dispo,
professions, you get some of the
Knob,
best of
and
slot
Naz,
pieces
you guys
there,
have the 4
do a couple of
debuffs.
dungeons, get the best of slot, you're
Come on
done.
over.
One difficulty,
Jash,
one set
Dispo,
of gear,
Knob, and
there isn't
Naz.
like
You guys have the
LFR,
4
normal,
debuffs, so
heroic, mythic,
we're dropping
and
them,
then
Jash
scaling
on the
difficulties
edge,
with more
Naz,
mechanics and more mechanics
Dispo,
and more
Knob,
mechanics.
Great. Boss now moves over basically to where Knob is. And then Mythic
I wonder if that could be
debuffs
like
are
an interesting middle
me,
ground, or
Selly and Carl.
a possible middle ground.
And in this case, I'm outer. Selly would take middle, and then Carl in this case would be, he would take the inner side. Or if Carl was for whatever reason, I mean, boss is going to be closer where I was. If Carl was here, I could always just fucking move middle. Like, it wouldn't matter, but.
Ranger chip are gonna be on there, just Hunter specifically, or on the outside there.
Correct.
I posted the image of how those mythic things looked from my end. I had 0 option to move, so it was on the outer and inner people, or outer and inner people too.
Is that the first set, or that's the Mythic Soak?
That was the first.
That's the first Mythic Soak?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So we're doing it like the video, not the grade plan.
They still overlapped each other.
The outer one wasn't all the way to the edge.
That's way too close. That is awful. Like inner is way too close, and outer is way too close.
But you got enough room to soak, man. I don't know.
True, and then the fire spawned right where that private aura icon is. Yeah.
Yeah, so outer in that scenario should be like 3 yards to the left. And that inner's fine. Outer
It had
is
some space to move as well.
Yeah, just outer's a little too close there. Like even if the outer stack, you see like that, not the green band, but like the gray band on the ground. If outer guy's standing in that band, like all the problems are solved there.
Just like be on the edge.
Yes.
Yeah, like I think on the last pull I got it right. Like I pre-positioned towards the edge because I know I'm out, right? So I think that having 2 pulls in a row where I'm at the edge, when somebody else gets it, tends to be a little closer in.
For the movement that we just went over at Moon, after, so we dropped those 4. According to the raid plan, it is actually right in front of those instead of going closer to the left.
We talked about that with the raid plan. We're not doing that right in front because you're gonna get too
going
close
right
to.
the middle-ish.
Yeah, because you'll get too close to fucking roots by doing
Okay,
that.
I didn't know, like, because we were going by the raid plan earlier.
Yeah, but I think when we covered that portion of the raid plan, we mentioned that we were moving the Mythic Soaks at a little left. It's not like a huge move left, but it's not directly in front like it is on that raid plan.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it would have, like, downstream effects.
No, it's actually better for not clipping a root if we do it the way we're trying to do it.
So what I posted in there, is that what you're kind of meaning then? Like as far as like the left and right moving?
Yes. Yes.
5, 4.
Alright, we're good.
Too far away.
1. AOE incoming.
Ready for frontal? Air melee. Alright, get ready for drops.
Run out.
Melee room. Baiting.
With these. And shift over for Mythic Soak. You're outside, go far.
Great.
That looked good.
That was
Alright, so watch these. Watch these. Use a defensive here. And watch lines.
AOE incoming.
Watch your feet. Good shadow up.
Too far away.
And then we go to diamond. Going to diamond. Vary with speed. Movement increase.
I cannot use that item yet.
Move.
I am out of range.
Move.
I must get close.
He's gonna die.
Stay away from lines.
Plant in your line. And then we bait frontals. Also, if you need to. Bait these frontals. And then get ready for drops.
Watch your step.
Get ready for drops. Fill up that left side.
Better. Bait frontals and then get ready for mythic drops.
These are a little funky, but do what you can with the mythic soaks. Just try to fill up the middle area.
Okay.
Stay away from lines. Target you.
Frontal.
Ah.
Sorry.
AOE
Was I getting hit by 2 of them? No, I'm just dead. It's not getting dispelled. That's unfortunate.
Same movements, just mirrored.
I don't like change.
Has move.
Which feel like it was dying. Shadow? Yeah, just dies
Move.
twice. And then Fate dies. Once healers are dead, it's just no dispels.
Second, like non-mythic drops to be like slightly closer to the edge. We had like them closer to the middle. They should have done that.
Yeah, I
What
feel
is
like we
Columbus?
should have him closer to the moon and then move him towards the middle. So you'd lose
Flame.
less uptime.
After the big move.
Sorry, go ahead. Yes. Go ahead, Asgar.
Do you want them like in between the two inner ones so that the melee can hit them if they're dropping?
Yeah. So, so boss is like ideally here. That's probably maximum uptime that we can do.
The problem was though, I got Blaze, so I had to plant right away.
Yeah, it's an aspiration, right? That we want to get there.
So for the circle debuffs that we had for the set that was over here, I had one of them, and I don't remember who the other melee was that had one, but I think for that we either need to communicate or just plant and adjust from there. Like, we kind of dance back and forth, whoever it was, like, right here, we kind of just dance back and forth, and that's why we misplaced those.
Yeah, just plant, perma.
Yeah.
If you're on the outside, you're that outside. You just gotta make yourself that person. And just
Yeah, just plant and commit.
Are you talking about the mythic or the normal set?
Normal.
The normal drops.
If you're early, pick a spot, plant.
During the kite phase, the big move, is there like a movement speed there?
I think we probably do the wind rush from diamond over, and then if you could like delay your roar from when we do like the second small move to the big move.
I'm just using it on its assigned, which is when we're going to drop the second set of fire in this area. But we can move it.
Where
that
do you want
that was just on the note.
I want a movement. All right, so this is what I'm.
So we have it there. We also have it for when the boss lands in the intermission, so we can like spread out faster. So like if he's playing Minute Roar, I guess we can move it up to like the AoE.
Yeah, we can move it to like here, which is
We can move it to like 142.
Yeah.
Do you have a rescue for me at like 43 at the AoE? Is that for one of the tanks?
Mm-hmm.
Which tank?
Hello, Lucky Beard. What's up, Destiny? How you doing?
Yeah.
Thank you. I got a nice beard kit for Christmas, so I've been using that to get it all looking Suave? I don't really know what a good word here. I don't know what a good word I should use here. I've been taking good care of myself. How you doing, by the way? Hope you're having a good one.
Okay, so I'll just keep kind of scrolling there, and then I was going to or does somebody else need a rescue?
Well, you time trial 7 seconds.
Can the handsome against fits?
There you go.
Your words, not mine.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I need to target.
We're good, we're good.
AOE incoming.
Bay frontals.
Melee.
Watch your step.
Storms. Melee ray. Range left. Big move. Big frontals. Lock to melee. Get ready for Mythic Soaks. You're outer, going on the outside. We use defensives here.
Oh,
Pop something.
Got rid of tank.
Too far away.
The room look better though. With the drops.
God, that hits so hard. I am out of range.
Oh, you rotted Draco, so you had the dispel on you.
Again.
Stay away from lines.
I cannot drink more this time.
Does the liquid pack say when to dispel, or is just you just pop it or pull down?
It blows. You press it on CD and it assigns it like a second and a half.
He is handsome. Looking for things to do to get until Insomnia is up. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. You know what I used to do when Insomnia was really hitting me? It wasn't even Insomnia, it was just like mania at that point.
For the
or
bait
just
movement?
chugging coffee and working on projects. That's when I was getting a lot of my videos done.
The normal.
Handsome is just head around.
Not the
You're gonna make me
Mythic Soak,
blush.
the normal one. For when after we
The
do
sub damage. Subtlety damage is very much bought by the evoker, right? It's getting like juiced every pull, so it's very skewed.
I went through just deleting fucking
very
like,
skewed.
as many things as I can from it. and just
Logs
the
give you a
deleted
better
spell
information on how much damage he's actually doing a pull.
FYRAKK.
Without like leaking out logs, he's doing about 219k DPS so far. On average, about 219. So, yeah, it's almost doubling his damage with the double evoker buffs. Plus doing cooldowns and everything. It's actually not he's not that like massive miles apart from everybody though. It looks insane in details, but it's a lot of evoker damage. I mean, he's still doing a lot of damage. Like Frox, he's really good at rogue, but a lot of it is AUG. Ton of it is AUG. Yeah, you bring at least 2 AUGs right now to most raids because AUGs can use their Ebonite and the Prescience on like 2 of them. 2 of them can stack on a single mob, single player. So they're stacking them on whoever's got the most cooldowns in the opener.
You are not fucking druid anymore.
Without some type of assistance.
Oh, Sully, pop off, bud.
Pretty messed up. You know what we pay them to do? Wars. Frontals.
Oh.
Watch your step.
We got a dispel mob.
Circles. Split.
How many? Was that 3 melee?
Yeah.
Do it just like weirdly.
We really need people to
Mythic Soak.
bait these things.
Yes.
It's like barely Venn diagram them.
That was not it.
Yeah, whoever was inner was way too far.
They were very conservative.
Yeah.
What a heal, man. They were dead, but
I could have
still.
made it farther, Pete. I just thought you would adjust, but I didn't.
He'd even died too. There was nothing there.
Asgard! Right! Dead.
I'm sorry. What do you want?
To the grave.
You were well, we had 3 melee there, and I went in place of 3, but I should have went in place of 4.
I mean, because I did adjust. I'm just slow.
Yeah,
Playing
not
on
fast
Tiger
enough.
Dash.
Yeah, I had Tiger Dash for that, so I could have made it.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
Watch your step.
I moved, but I can't.
if that happens,
Tiger
I'll
Dash
just
you.
I'll always adjust the 4. So.
It is not ready.
which is fine. I just noticed way
Oh,
too
I'm
late that
taking
we were
it.
priest.
I'm thinking. I like that. You can stack Augs? Yeah, you can stack Aug buffs. Like that pull, he got a buff from Lurson, and he also got a buff from Asgard. So yeah, he has got both. Should have both presciences rolling.
And it will
Yeah, he does
get-
have both presciences
it will
rolling.
get
It's one of the evokers died.
significantly better
But yeah,
with
so you got 2 evokers buffing ya. You used to be able to have 4 evokers
the
or up to
target
4
is getting
evokers
them
buff
in,
a single
you know, the
player,
relatively
and
right
buffing on
places
Holy
to
Death Knights
find,
during their full cooldowns was nuts
from there,
during
but
second
that's-
season,
that's kind of
last raid tier. But now you can only get 2 of them buffing you, but 2 evokers buffing you when you got the most amount of cooldowns in the opener, yeah, it's gonna do a lot of damage. It's gonna do a lot.
You could set up a
Makes
record
sense,
for
mind
baiting
blown.
console,
Yeah, yeah.
or like
It's
a-
very, 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 very skewed. The difference is like
Baiting
notable.
funnels, yeah, that should be in the base pack.
Text.
The difference is very, very notable.
But you can put like, I mean, you could assign sounds and stuff like that too if you guys want. But it's definitely
that's what I was
text wise there.
Yeah, we need to work on that. I'm getting cleaved like 2-3 times each time.
Yeah, the starter there for melee, that was 4 different frontals through melee. So that was the
They
clamp.
are not being baited.
No.
Still doing really good damage, but
shield wall.
yeah.
That's the thing. Like I have to use everything just to survive. Like
Also,
the
like-
extra hit or 2.
Again, range DPS want to be outside trying to bait as best you can. You just can't.
That's where like
guarantee
it's
gonna go
really
on us,
difficult
so,
to
like,
tell.
The better the position the
uh,
ranged are, the better
how-
the likelihood that we don't have
Like
just
the
a
entire-
fucking death net going through.
It's
the
difficult to
mythic
tell
for
just how
the
much damage you
melee
really
tech.
are doing if with evokers around. Just because that's the whole play style is just to buff others. They don't really do damage themselves. Like their damage is just like non-existent, right? It's mostly trinkets. It's like
Yeah,
the
that's what melee
eruptions
has
from
to
the
do.
4
Melee have to
piece,
back their ass up a little
right?
bit
It's very, very little, but the
we
buffs are
literally don't have
huge.
enough range to cover. We have like 4 people who can really do
But it's really difficult to track in details alone.
stay out and it's really huge.
I mean, I'm out there.
I know, but like,
That happened still recharged.
Pizza up there. What the hell is Shadow doing?
Maybe he's out there too, dude. I don't know.
Dodge.
Watch your step.
I cannot drink more this time.
Let him.
I am out of range.
Pick up. Big move. Bait frontals. Shift. Yep, split them. Beautiful. Alright. Bait these frontals. With blazes, we use defensives here.
Target you.
Up and down on your lines.
AOE
Ow.
Almost done.
What does she do?
Too far away.
Run.
Alright, going to diamond. Listen for movement.
It is not ready.
Move,
I cannot
You can say it.
move,
You ever needed this bow?
big move.
Stay away from
Alright,
lines.
we have blazes up and down your lines. Bait frontals. Frontals coming, then firestorm. So we take up the space by moon.
Watch your step.
Space by moon. All the way to the edge.
Good. Get
Bait
ready.
these
We'll-
frontals.
Yep, and then mythic stack is right in front of this.
That's
set.
a spell here, shut up.
So right to the
Mythic
right of the center one.
This is these are fine. These are fine.
That's beautiful. There you go.
That absolutely works. Now we're moving
Stay
back.
away from lines.
Oh, yeah, do this. Use defensive again if you have one.
AOE incoming.
This is where tank would pull in and raid moves to orange.
Run.
Get the tank up.
I am out of range.
So listen for call.
Oh, okay. I had no idea there was a little gap where you could just jump off of towards the front. I had no idea. I thought it was just a wall.
Line, bait frontal.
Okay, well I'm
I think
dumb.
we may have moved a little bit too early there.
I had no
believe that was the
idea.
case.
It's the end of a platform.
They
Am I the
actually
only
came in
one
like wrecking balls.
who's done this
It
before?
is slow. It's literally.
I thought it was just a
little-
wall.
little Lenedict.
Like I thought you would
I
walk
think
up
of
towards the
this,
end and
try
like
to
you just like
use
hit a
your,
wall and you can't.
your 1 minute dispel
Apparently you can
thing
fall off.
to help with the spells.
Huh.
It doesn't work on magic, never mind.
I mean, I've been in this raid every single week on like mains and all. It's I've never tried going all the way there.
Yeah,
Okay, I've never seen that.
So
Apparently, you could fall through. I thought it was a wall. I thought it was like. I thought maybe like you could fall off here,
That's all
but
of phase one.
against
We
like
should
the
have had
flower
enough damage to get
or
close to like 70% there. If everyone
I guess
was
like
alive.
the backdrop. I thought that was just an invisible wall.
Then we would have one more set of drops that we would just
Okay,
kind of put.
so I
along
need to
the
be a
edge
little
of
more
the fire
careful.
there.
I just jumped because I was like
and transition boss
sure that a wall is gonna
intermission.
stop me halfway through.
All right, cool. That's a wrap. See you tomorrow, guys.
I mean, honest to God, like we had almost everybody alive that entire time. That's good.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I mean, we had 2 healers dead for 20 seconds before we were like fully wiping there. Like,
it's like 20 dwarfs tomorrow.
There's nothing that we can do at that point to catch up on dispel.
Tomorrow we become an alliance guild, dude. So
Well, I
Cool
mean,
question: does watching you on
so,
Twitch
like, my
benefit you
master
more on YouTube?
spell
I don't
missed
stream on
there
Twitch,
because we were, like, just
so
running, and I just master
no,
spelled the
not
big
really.
group, and like the people that had it just weren't in that big group.
Yeah, I watched it happen.
Yeah, it's like
Technically, you can stream on Twitch and YouTube, and some streamers have started doing that.
On the before the
I just
little
haven't.
move.
It's
Yeah, I'm still figuring it out
because
exactly
like
what
doing the
I'm doing.
double stream on
Like I feel like I should just send it
OBS
when we're doing that
through
first and then
OBS
stack.
specifically. I'd like to
feel
have a
like
little
that's
bit
a
more
good
control,
time
but then
for it.
managing 2 dashboards and 2 chats is just I don't know if I want to do that. Like maybe,
no,
but
no, that was more just unfortunate.
I don't really know. You
I
know?
used it later. than
I don't
that.
know. I just don't use Twitch
So
that
like
much.
my on the note, like it has it for like later.
Maybe in the
Yeah,
future I'll
that's
think
where,
about
like,
it. I'll consider
that's
it,
where,
but
like, Consequence was sending
I
it.
don't know, man.
But like I think I just am.
It's not gonna be a lot.
Earlier, but
I think with double mass you can get away with.
If it was like easier to
the
manage,
slightly
like
greedy
I know you
one
can technically do it
beginning
through
of the
restream,
phase.
but I don't really want to use
Not beginning,
restream
but
to
I just feel like it's like
do it. I'd rather have like
better,
full
because,
control
like,
of
there's
it.
so much
Yeah.
damage going out there, like it just feels better. And plus, everybody's
Yeah.
just naturally stacked for the soaks anyway.
I did for a little bit.
Kind of just makes sense.
I did
I
stream on
think the
Twitch
only
just
other
for a
time you
short
do it
time.
is like when everybody's
I think it
stacked
was
and
when
about to, like, bait and
YouTube
just
channel
big
we
move,
was
or
streaming
small
like a
move.
guy eating like it was like a TV program with like a dude sampling foods in New York. I think I got recommended while we were doing like a big stream. I forget what it was for. I think 100,000 subs or something like that. I have no idea. But it was like
closer to center is
there
ideal.
was a bunch of
but, like, where
donos
we
and
were was
somebody
fine.
recommended us just to chill
just didn't
back
wanna
and
be
watch a
any
video or
further right than we
whatever
were.
because we were streaming super long. Yeah. And then channel kind of ran into like a copyright thing where I couldn't stream for a good bit, so I started streaming on Twitch, and then I was able to find a way to like solve it. So we're chilling.
Rimmon, dude, that's a name.
Mm-mm.
Alright, we're good. I would disregard that. Just adding it to the bingo card.
Is everybody ready?
Everybody was ready.
I never hang out on Twitch that much either.
So I
used to. I used to watch Lyric all the time out of all the streamers.
4, 3,
I am out of range.
1. AOE incoming.
I love his content. But then I realized that, oh, I'm watching Lyric. I don't ever have any time to like edit my own stuff or really get any work done. So I was like, oh no, this is not gonna good for me.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Bait frontals and then mythic soaks. Right there, melee. Mythic soaks. Big move, big move, big move, big move.
Not so beautiful.
Pick them up.
Stay away from lines.
Oh fuck.
Don't take this. Do not take this. Do not take this yet. Probably safe now. Oh, that's fucked always. Luck, friend.
I must get closer.
Run.
Actually, when we're on top of the spells, we don't even need it there.
Too far away.
Move. Move.
Stay away from lines.
Baiting. Here, melee.
Watch your step.
That'll work. Alright, stop here. Middle will be on boss. Middle will be on Val. This is fine. Just leave this. We're good. These were. That was perfect. Good.
Stay away from lines. Target you.
So use defensives here. This is hard. Watch frontal. Frontal.
AOE incoming.
Yeah, that you pull and remove. That was just.
Circle, and then
Yeah, just dead.
we're going slow.
I'll play some Beaver game now. This is why it's not possible for me. That's I understand. Wait, why is why not possible? Server down. Oh, okay. What's the Beaver game? Hold on, what is that? Oh, you got me interested.
I know, but clearly that first drop was the superior group.
Yo, man, I was in one.
All I know is second mythic drop was like textbook beautiful.
I was in that one too, man.
Timberborn, sim game. We have a colony of beavers. So hey, that actually sounds like fun.
Brought a tear to my eye, like the sight of an egg rolled in Denmark.
Beavers, huh?
Hey, you a shrimp or a pork gamer?
Pork, I'm allergic to
Shellfish?
Yep.
God, dude, you missed out on
actually,
too
bad. Dude, I'd be so scared to eat fucking egg rolls then, because you know they cook that shit together.
Oh, okay. Wow, it's like a city builder.
Nah, they separate.
Oh, he just keeps the epic shot on hands.
Neat.
It's cute, they should.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. That's
oh,
cool.
Wow, look at this rat vertebrae in my fucking Chinese food again.
Hey, that's flavor, dude.
Jesus.
That's a real story that happened at Bean
That is
Sprout in Raleigh.
Disgusting.
AOE incoming.
That's just protein, dude. It's just making a good stock.
Woo! Just to catch me out.
Watch your step.
The bee's knees.
I just fell down.
Oh, was that jabroni? Like, what the?
I got it. Weapon circles going this way.
Oh, it was you?
That was a dead purple boy.
Two frontals.
Pair melee, pair melee.
Shift over for Mythic Soak.
Yo, I gotta soak you.
That was great. That was so,
Alright.
So fucking hard.
Blaze the frontals. Use the defensive. Up and down your line.
AOE incoming.
Stun if you need to. And we go to circle. Or diamond. Sorry. Some. Little move.
Okay, that's not that bad if I just kind of scooch like that.
And do these first. Bait frontals. And then
Very
get ready for
doable.
drops. Dropping by moon.
Watch your step.
Dropping these by moon. Be a little funky.
Those are beautiful. They'll work. That'll work. All right, middle's on boss, and adjust off of it.
I cannot use that item yet. It is not ready.
Oh.
Split them.
Too far away.
Stay away from lines.
Yeah, that's kind of cursed.
Use a defensive here. Bait frontals. And then we wait for Dream Rend.
Incoming.
The circle.
Run.
I could actually touch him.
Wait.
Still can hit him from that far away.
Move.
Full move.
Yeah, the wins are real.
Middle.
Roar something, please.
Large
Stay away
move.
from lines. Target you.
Up and down on your lines.
I cannot use that item yet.
Bait frontals. And then we're dropping circles again. There'll be 4.
This firestorm here would be the real key one.
This we would just put down, and then in theory
Just like
we would
Ah.
And if we don't have the damage for that,
At least we lived a little bit.
front that was about to go off.
be correct.
Yo, Memnarch, you're,
Okay, as we
you're
get
on
more
thin
pulls,
ice.
it's
You're
starting
really
to feel a
close
little better.
saying something else. When you're like, I'm soaking you, I thought for sure you were gonna be like, I'm sucking, not sucking, soaking.
Shut the. I actually forgot about that nonsense.
I thought for sure you were gonna say
Fuck
it.
you. That's you, Euro, isn't it?
Oh, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're gonna slip up eventually, dude. Your time's coming.
All right, scaly boys, listen to me. I need you to live. Okay.
Okay.
That
Listen
flying
here,
thing
you
you
scaly fuck.
that flying thing you do. I need that shit.
Yeah, I needed something on the second move. From like moon to, or from like orange to left.
more superb? Yeah, I had no more.
Ultimate stones.
I had no more shit. I was slow as fuck.
Give you a stone if you want it.
I like this phase, by the way. I don't know how y'all feel about it.
Yeah, I do like this phase.
It hurts like
It
crazy.
feels a lot better than phase 1 of the last boss.
You know what, Asgard? I'll take
Shall not be named.
Oh no, I'm just the tanks.
I'm a BM hunter, so it's a little different, I guess. But feels good when you like double bait right after a pool into a third soak and know you nailed all that shit.
I think I fixed my weak bar this time, so it should go. I have a Blazon-esque bait.
Hell yeah.
So we'll say it should work.
Is it in multiple languages like Blazon would be?
Oh, that's a good idea.
What's the French word, Frox?
Le bait.
Le bouffe.
Storm?
Dispel needs a dispel.
Just 12 stacks, no big deal.
Baiting.
Yeah, if we don't get those dispels immediately, like we fall behind.
Stiff left. Go quick. Go quick.
Yellow.
What was that? Okay.
I planted. I expected the person to go to my left.
It was saying bait.
I got hit by all 4 of the bubbles.
That's bad.
Yeah.
You're the new Piper Parry. Congrats.
Instead of black, you got Farrak.
Whoa,
No, that's Shadow Flame.
Who was that?
That was you.
No, it was something before.
That was baited on you. No, it was baited on you.
Mother.
We're out of players.
Fuck.
Watch your step.
Okay, that's
Just on the way there.
I was gonna say maybe I just live it. Feign-
Can melee like all
see if
stack
that'll
on
work.
one side? On
No. Yo, down, my guild just got Mythic and got right down with Prog. Let's go, Sable. Hell yeah, my man.
When we're about to get
How are you? I'm guessing you're feeling pretty good about it, huh? Hell yeah, my guy. Hell yeah, you guys gonna be doing Volocross
So
next,
all
or are you
the
guys thinking of
Firestorm
doing
shit
council
is, like,
afterwards?
baited one side, and
Or is
then
that
we
gonna
have
be like you guys
a clear
like
path to where we're
the
supposed
two
to go.
bosses for the week? How you doing, by the way? Hope you're having a good one.
Instead of Vietnam the whole fucking way.
This just forces us to be more awake, though, right?
Yeah, man.
Volok, hell yeah. Yeah, Volok is one a lot of guilds go to, but I think council is very doable if you're like clean with all the mechanics. Like it's not that different than heroic. It's just it's a little bit more specific. But we basically just had like for our first kill, we had our hunters mostly AFK and just do like the bird like dance where they keep polymorphing each other in the clear, and then they control like when the birds come out or whatever. And then basically we're not playing at all. And so that whole fight is just mechanics, not even damage. That's a night, Yagura. Was it a raid for the night? Oh hell yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Yagura the first time around, she's not that easy. Like it's basically mythic, but like with a ton more damage.
Left more here.
Or heroic with a ton more damage. Plus like the double weapons. That can definitely put you in a bit of a bind.
A little hook, maybe.
You guys are gonna enjoy Volocross. That one is easy.
Boss position?
That one is free. As long as all you need is a weak aura or like big wigs or details to tell you like when you're good to soak and when not to soak. That's all you need. And then you just need to like split the team accord evenly either side. It's all about like splitting healers to make sure that everybody has a cooldown to deal with like their own group. That's really about it.
Try doing this on
As Robin finally got it down, Volok pulled this like 3 times, and yeah, that's the issue with the soaks. Yeah, that one's not gonna take you guys long. That one is gonna be pretty easy after you get a couple of runs on it. Trust me on that one. That's awesome though. Hell yeah.
I sent him one that should already do that.
Definitely a little bit easier than Farrak. This boss is pretty fun though. So far, it's been pretty fun.
If you just go into the Flame Dispel assignment, Vikora, and then scroll into actions, and just play sound, and just add a sound to it, whatever you want.
I was
Yeah,
looking
just
for that,
add
but
the
I only saw
action.
the, like, where is it?
You can either play sound when it appears or play sound when it disappears.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Play when it appears is the important one.
Yeah.
It's just action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just an action.
Yeah, action, play sound, and then... Or if you want TTS, you can hit chat message, message type, text to speech.
Also working on getting a developer caught up with gear.
Right.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm liking the sound of that. The fact that you didn't say AUG, that you said dev, I'm excited about that. I hope you enjoy
Way
it.
to go, Nog,
I've been playing
briefing
recently
us.
my preservation, my Evoker as preservation. I did an 18 Atal.
There's a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
so
sounds
much
in there, he plays
fun.
every
It's like
one.
super engaging compared to AUG. I forgot how fun Evokers can be.
Fucking sound files. It's like, thanks for the Luna coin.
AOE incoming.
Poor Dono. Poor Dono.
Dio Neo.
Watch your step. Run out.
Circles. Spread.
Oh, that was bad.
Big move. Big frontals.
By the way, it like fixates on you, and you can reposition it.
Shift left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody didn't know that.
Shift more.
Oh,
Then it. We all shift.
That's what that should be.
I was on the edge of the room, bro. Supposed to be there.
Inner was.
I was fucking bliss in the reins, dude.
Run.
I can hear the drums.
Moving. Large movement. We are dead. We can die. We can die. Perishing.
What's the ability
Perishing.
called when FYRAKK just like smacks his hammer down and does like raid-wide damage?
Firestorm?
Firestorm.
Just have a small question. If somebody dies, can we get somebody that's not a healer to res him? Circle does actually matter a lot in this phase. It's a lot of healing and being just like behind on anything is real bad.
I think I come out of phone. I don't remember.
You would, yes.
Yeah, you do.
Unless you're Boomy.
Just like scream at me, I guess. If somebody
Guy Riz.
AUG of the Heathen. You know, AUG is strong. It is solid. But yeah, after playing like Preservation today in the key, I was like, oh, I missed this. I missed the little combos you can do as Preservation. And they changed them a little, so Reversion is a bit better of an ability. It's been super fun. Love it.
That's the problem.
And I kind of want to give Dev another go again. I mean, AUG is really strong for group content, but it's so basic in comparison to at least Preservation. But that one's definitely an underrated healer. Super fun, actually very enjoyable, super engaging, big setups you can do, and just the amount of burst healing it offers is crazy good. Definitely really nice. But again, also us getting the season 2 tier set is gonna make it so good. Yeah, I am not surprised at the season 2 tier set one, because that one was solid. It's just passive damage and also big burst damage when you actually like have a go. But the passive damage, I think, is really just, it's nice. It's very nice. I like I like the fact that one won. I'm surprised. I guess I shouldn't be, but I'm kind of surprised that season 1 tier set won.
It fucking
but
broke me.
I wonder how many people like played Evoker back in season 1, because I know it was kind of popular, but I don't think a lot of people played it at endgame really. But yeah, I'm hoping that Dev gets a little bit more love, and maybe they tone down AUG a little so Dev actually gets a chance to play. I just don't know if they'll ever be able to achieve balance between those two. It was meh. The season 1 set, none of them were really that good for Evoker. I think the trading post set was pretty good, but that's really about it. But that's like what, just a couple pieces.
3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
Big
Watch your step.
for fire.
Mio.
You hurt.
Malo.
I had to move for a fucking little puddle guy.
Melee.
Okay. Shift left.
You're fine.
Yo, this is
That was perfect.
The outer one is where it should be.
actually, yeah.
Use a defensive.
AOE incoming.
The room is beautiful right now.
Get to diamond. Moves. Don't be in a bad spot.
Move. Move. Large move.
Stay away from lines.
These lines and bait frontals. Then we have fire. Frontals now.
Dude, Farrak fell off the edge, dude.
Ulti's back.
Watch your step.
Do these circles by moon. Line them up.
Yo!
Somebody got the orbital nuke.
Yeah, man.
Bait frontals. Oh, we have mythic soap.
I guess I got cleaved. Yeah, I got cleaved. That does a lot of damage. I thought it was okay there.
This will do.
I like season 2 set looked really nice.
Alright.
Yeah, I wonder why season 1 set won
Bait.
then.
Be on your line. Dodge frontal. Get over to circle. See in the heels. Little moves. Just listen for call.
Move. Move. Large move.
Stay away from lines.
Bait frontals. Then we have circles.
It's really basic.
Get ready for circles.
They did say, or at least like Atho popped in a couple of times in the stream, he did say that apparently people are like spite voting.
My friends.
And are voting for bad tier sets or bad looks. Almost like on purpose.
AMIRDRASSIL.
Good bait.
Boom.
That bait was sick.
So is the tree dead now? We can go home.
Yeah, it's fucking over.
It's the
Yeah,
war.
let's go next.
Welcome to the war. Then.
Sounds like the thing. True. True.
Greta think.
I do hope they give us like new recolors of those mocks at least, right? Take the look, but just give us like wild new colors. So at least we're not getting like the same exact looks, but like more variations of it at the very
Is
least.
it not normal for like a 12
I think that'd be kind of cool.
to be that angry about everything?
I'm most surprised Rogue season
Yeah,
3
I'm sure
won
it's
one
beef with
because season
Dalaran.
2 looked better.
She's like 47 years old now.
Shadow just shows the picture.
Dude, that's so sick, Shadow.
He just has the spell in like 150 font.
Because like this is our like I mean the mythic version looks pretty good, but like this set won over
Dude, that
this
doesn't
one.
work. I don't know what is happening.
You know what I mean? Like this, I thought this one was gonna win. Like a lot of people were voting for this set. It looked really, really good.
I couldn't see it, man.
And surprisingly, the other one won.
A week or my friends would send people that would just put a giant
Crazy.
American flag on your screen when it was time to hit.
We get some
level.
Shadowflame colored tier sets. Yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
Goras from Tom.
Why it says season 2 won?
It's whenever anyone would type the
Are
word.
you sure? Because they had the Rogue season
and
2.
you couldn't get rid of it until you
season 3
reloaded
set
your
when
UI.
the appearance.
But I had him
That
in my
sounds
top.
like malware.
I had him in my top 8 though.
Yeah, like the icon for it and everything.
Stop.
Targets on the alert. 1. That item is still recharging. AOE incoming.
Bait frontals.
Watch your
The
step.
first song you
Firestorm?
downloaded on Napster Dispo.
Nope. Yep.
Sorry. We did it? We did it.
Nailed it.
Bait frontals.
That's a great question.
Through melee. 2 of them.
All of them.
Might have been Eiffel 65's blue.
Yeah, that's about right.
I can't believe you just copped to that. Holy god, dude.
Stay away from lines.
That's a great song.
Use a defensive. Be in your line.
AOE incoming. That item is still recharging. I must
A diamond. Some for call. Don't move ahead.
Little move.
Some for call.
Little move. Large
Stay away
move.
from lines.
Be in your lines. Bait frontals.
Watch your step.
Circles. Bait frontals. And mythic soaps.
That item is still
Get toward mid.
Stay away from lines. Target you.
One.
AOE
Swipe up.
incoming.
Just dead. Unfortunate.
Run.
Did
Hey,
you
sure.
ever get paid from the cell run yet?
No. Got
Do we
pinged
know how much the
today.
expected cuts are?
I don't have the sheet in front of me, but they're north of 300.
On pitch slide.
Yeah, yo, can you pull up the sheet?
If
You say north of 300k?
Yeah, if you were in for the full run, it's north of 300.
Yo, let's go!
That's pretty good.
Oh shit! I can make back 2/3 of what I lost the other
Oh.
night.
Yo, how much would I make if I only come in from FYRAKK?
9 gold.
You would have made
You're
like
right.
35k, right? Not much, though.
You saying right like I know?
Yeah, we had it on stream the other day. We were looking at it, and they definitely did not have the season 2 set on here. And the votes had 4,000 for season 3 in NA. I think they might have flipped something, right? I think maybe Wowhead might have had these like flipped.
Two of the early bosses.
Because it was a 4,000 for season
we got more.
3.
Fucking new meta he just found.
Yeah, well,
Last time.
you guys, it ended
They
up
might
being
have
that
flipped
everyone
them.
got an extra 12.
They might have had them wrong.
An extra 12.
Okay, so we are getting season 2. Awesome.
For the rest of the bosses?
Yeah, because this definitely was
75K
the
for two
votes
bosses,
were
that's
4,000 to
pretty
season
good. Like a
3.
little
Unless maybe remove like
The
duplicate
internet until,
votes.
like noon the next day. It was awful.
No idea. They definitely, like, if you go back to the stream that we looked at it, you definitely had season 3 in there. Definitely, you can confirm it. We have the VOD. We got the VOD. We got the proof. They definitely had season 3 there. Definitely. Guarantee it.
I'll read you the message I got in the Discord after this. You can. A little concerning.
2, 1. AOE incoming.
Frontal and then circles.
What is this?
Watch your step.
Circles. Good job. Big move. Big frontals and then mythic soaks. Good job, melee. Mythic soaks coming. We shift. Go left. Go left. Go left. Go left. Go left.
Alright, that'll work.
Stay
Okay.
away
Use
from
a defensive here. Be in your line. Watch frontal.
Melee, care.
Hellstone. Go to diamond. Stay alive. Do not bait ahead. Listen for call.
Move. Big move.
Stay away from line. Targets you.
Eights. Care melee.
Watch your
Get ready
step.
for circles. Starting by moon. Be in a good spot. Shift.
That'll work. You can keep off here. It's fine. Keep off there. Fill in this
Big
little crevasse if you can. Middle one will be on boss.
Melee.
Alright, that's actually fine. That'll work.
Stay away
This is
from
a
line.
defensive if you have one. Big dam. Watch frontals. Frontal.
Oh god.
That was gonna be bad.
Go to circle, heal up, and do not bait ahead.
Doesn't get me! Thank you.
Do not bait ahead.
Move. Little move.
Yeah, it said to use it right there.
Large movement.
Stay away from lines.
2 blazes. Bait frontals, and then we've got circles again.
Melee.
Joe.
Watch your step.
Okay, do circles. Make sure it goes to the edge. Shift. Bait frontals. And we have mythic soak. Watch these.
You want to do a
Mythic
mythic soak away from that fucking root. Do not get the root.
Don't touch the root.
Nice. That. Good turtle.
Stay away from
Alright,
lines.
push boss, touch a death him so we can push.
You could have, but I was in it.
Watch line, watch line.
We could technically lust on pull to get
Damn.
further, but
We should
Did
be.
you take 3 melee?
I didn't even think about it, but yeah, we should be lusting on pull.
You got the receipts? I do.
That was a great pull, all things considered.
Except my
Hefty
opener
deal.
just keeps
So
getting
we got robbed
scuffed.
of the fact that
Every
we're at
single opener, I
70%
don't know what it
survival
is.
at 83.
But something keeps
use
like
my name as a
bugging
verb.
and takes me out of stealth. I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Like as I try to get an opener.
We got skeeted. That's your actual government name.
Yeah.
The other's just a cover.
Bone's working on a hot sauce.
Mm-hmm. I still think the hot sauce should be caustic jizz.
That'd be a bestseller.
That would be. You just call it gamer jizz.
It's like it's 9 billion Scovilles, gamer jizz.
There's one
Gamer
called
jizz
Death.
hot sauce. It's just battery acid.
Comes with a carpet.
So toxic from all the Mountain Dew and Doritos.
It comes with Lurson's signed cum carpet.
It comes with a dime bag of Cheeto dust.
It's the limited edition release.
Yeah,
Get
what's
it,
up,
Larson.
guy?
You
How you
should
doing, my man?
capitalize on this.
Welcome. We're in
Larson, does your new
FYRAKK.
house have carpet? Please say no.
Is there lore behind
It
the
does.
cum carpet?
It
He
does
just
have
shoots it off.
There is lore, but you don't need to know about it.
He has a spot.
don't worry
that he
about it.
fucking shoots
Don't worry about it.
Just infer, and you're probably right.
I'm personally more of a fan of the cum door, like my boy Mitch, but you know.
Nah, dude.
Guess
Who
the
was the
carpet works
fucking?
too.
There's one person at a cum wall.
That was Mitch. It was the back of his door.
Wait, I thought Lurson, weren't you the one that had the strategy where you just like blast it on yourself and like wipe it off with a sock or something?
Oh, that's the otter move. You gotta lean back and blast on your stomach.
Oh god. The best part is
he pulls out.
Lurson hides his used cum carpets in the drop ceiling in his basement.
Safekeeping. Just replace the square.
What is this conversation?
For
Just
any, for
off
anyone who
the cat
isn't
one day,
informed,
man.
this is just something that Acid and Euro decided to just make up.
No, I'm pretty sure you said that.
No, I said nothing about cum carpets, bro.
Sure, dude.
That was something Acid said.
Circles. Oh, you were the one that brought it up.
Spoken like a real cum
no,
carpenter.
No.
That was a terrible
It's
set
like,
of soaks,
sounds
by the way.
hard to clean.
So I thought we
I've
were
never
less
heard that term in my life.
Larson was like, hey, do you know Dawn soap works on ducks? Can I use it on my cum carpet? I was like, I don't know, dude. It's fucking weird.
I think you can. I mean, it seems reasonable.
Oh, ton.
Who's not moving with the goddamn line?
You hear him yell.
Gotta fucking avoid the beams, though.
How are we
You gotta
living?
move.
It's the power of cum.
Damn it.
Move.
I feel so bad.
The carpet soaking up our bad play.
Big move, large
Stay away
move,
from
huge move.
lines.
Alright, plant if you have a fucking line.
Need to get beat up.
Baiting. Baiting.
I got you.
Air melee, air melee.
Watch your step.
Get ready for circles.
Run out.
Just call myself.
This'll work. Good. Baiting frontals, baiting frontals. Air melee.
You're gonna be stuck
Mythic
on me
soak.
right here.
Mythic soaks, this is fine.
Right up.
These are
Right up.
Stay away from lines.
YOLO spread them.
God, I am surprised I actually lived that.
Circle.
Run.
Don't move early. Plenty of time.
move. Move. Big move.
Stay away from lines. Target you.
Should take.
Baiting.
Ah. Just not getting
Circles?
dispels. I've been working on
Edge,
Warcraft, haven't done
edge,
mythics
edge,
yet.
edge.
I'm bad. I was trying to keep people above
Oh,
them
yeah.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Yo, how you liking it though?
That was a gamer move there.
Combo's going off the
See
rails.
how high we
It's a
get.
classic Raid and Rainbows
5.
combo. It's gonna get even more of the rails as we get more pulls into the
Trialist
boss.
Mark was taken for a 1
It's
million.
there's probably an equation somewhere like the more pulls you do in the boss,
Fuck, that was another one.
the wilder the
wings the whole
combos get,
fight.
man. This is tame
Question for
in
tanks
comparison.
and the, like right off the
What's
rip,
up?
is it possible if we can like move the boss so that way where we have like the 4 circles that we need to drop next to the existing fire, so that way like melee can be smacking boss while we're dropping? Or is that not possible?
He's planted during Firestorm, so.
Yeah, he can't move.
He tried so hard to get with the group. It was.
So you want the boss closer to the fire when it spawns, so when your circle happens, you can still punch him?
Yes, is that possible?
You try to take him here.
It's gonna come with experience, because we need to, like, know exactly, like, when the fucking circles spawn. Just need to see it more for positioning.
So just watch for.
It feels weak overall.
Right, where the first ones go.
Og it feels weak, but it's still gearing, so it doesn't have a lot of devastation abilities. Deviation abilities. So Og doesn't actually do a lot of its own damage. You buff others in order for them to do more damage. So your personal damage output is going to be much lower. Same 5-7 buttons. Yeah, there's not too much variation in terms of rotation. It doesn't really get more varied, but you do setups and it's more buff management. But the actual rotation of like the combat abilities isn't like, it doesn't really improve too much.
Better be mine.
It really comes down to just like maintenance of buffs and timing cooldowns and timing your cooldowns with the allies cooldowns, and then utilizing because you can do also a bit of off healing too, and you don't really lose that much like overall output. So you do have a little bit of this like hybrid role as well. Like as you start getting into some of the content.
Thinking about making the
like endgame stuff.
Border of your
but
screen. Yeah. Fucking like a globe that's red and blue, like these sirens.
Yes. All right. Good. Good. Just getting better and better. Okay. We will lust pull, please.
Lusters? Okay.
Head out.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
What a lust. What is that?
I love that shit.
Am I bad?
Back up more
That
red.
was good, dude.
Watch out, melee.
Circles coming.
That's kind of fucking. Hey.
8 frontals. Further melee. Shift left.
They'll do zero.
Here. Good.
That trinket's gonna auto pull.
Stay away from
You
lines.
use a defensive here.
I'll watch.
Watch frontals.
AOE incoming.
The diamond soon.
Watch your
Move. Move. Hard move.
Stay away from lines.
Vines and frontals. 8 frontals, and then we have circles.
Camera.
Watch your
Get ready for circles. To the edge. Good.
Alright, we can pause here. Middle will be on boss.
8 frontals. Take soak. Beautiful.
Stay away from lines.
Okay, use defensive, blaze, and bait frontal.
He's gonna go to me again. Okay, that's not the time to bubble. I was trying something out. It's definitely not the time to bubble.
Watch your
Together.
Move.
Oh god.
Move.
Pain.
Stay away from lines.
Just get beamed. Hello, what's up, Snow? How you doing, my guy? Welcome, welcome.
Watch your step.
Got about another 40 minutes of this, man. I'm hoping we'll see some like actual intermission progression. Our drops is still pretty horrendous. Practice, 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 practice. Gotta find good spots where to drop those things. I just awoke because I got carpal tunnel, low APM. But I think if I'm sick until Og, might switch over to Dev and change mains. You could. Some of the classes, what I could do is I could take a look at some of the classes with some of the lowest APM. You want me to do that for you?
Dig it up so I can.
Simulation craft. Because Simulation Craft actually has our characters
I
like
wanted
all
something
classes
so I know when I have a
organized
circle,
in terms
easier.
of like
And, yeah.
damage builds, but also it has APM, which means like action per minute, how many abilities you need to use.
Does it say around the world?
Per minute.
No, it just says out.
Actions per minute. So some of the classes that don't, that if you have carpal tunnel and you want to get like a more slower class that can perform pretty well, Devastation is actually one of the slower ones. Marksmanship Hunter, most warlocks are pretty low in APM. Even Elemental Shaman, Windwalker Monk, Mages, Fire not really, but Frost and Arcane are. Assassin Rogue, Beastmaster Hunter, Shadow Priest, Frost DK, Enhancement Shaman, Feral Druid. They all are pretty in like the 50 to 40, with Evoker being a 32, Devastation specifically. So give that one a try.
Quantum computer to run that week, or a.
Give Dev a try.
I don't know. Mine wasn't melting. It just like didn't run.
It wasn't melting. It was just melting.
Circles.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there was just emotional damage.
Spread.
Although loading that tab nearly crashes
This
the
one's
game.
bait frontal. This one's gonna be weird.
Hair melee.
Melee.
This one's weird. Yeah, sure. Keep it like that.
The melee missile strike.
I like it.
Stay away from
Use a
lands.
personal. Watch frontals.
AOE incoming.
I'd appreciate if you didn't do that.
Blood.
I've done 3 yours.
That's a Goj again. Stay.
Recover.
Yep, recovering.
Healer's heal.
Yep.
These
Lock it in, Shadow. This is your fucking pult.
You have to say I'm gonna die.
Stay away from lines.
No, I just did it.
Where is
Straight chat in the city Evoker, and I heard Algo's the best. That's why I switched over, but Definitely even low APM. It helped me a lot. Let me actually see. I don't think they actually have
like a giant fucking
what
game
dev.
does work, man.
Oh, that could be wrong.
He's got a 10 to his kingdom.
Yeah, man. It's a peasant job, man.
Let's see.
He's got to go talk to all the different fucking dukes and duchesses about how much.
You gotta get better dukes and duchesses than, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's like a finger wave.
They
thing
don't
for
have
things, man.
augmentation just because it's very difficult to track. But Evoker Devastation is about 32 actions per minute. So APM is pretty low. Warlock's in the 43 to 48 with Demonology. Frost Mages are at 54. Arcane Mages are basically there. 56, about 56 for Assas. To give you an idea, Outlaw Rogue is an 85, right? If you played Outlaw, or if you played like Protection Paladin or Prot Warrior, they're at about 86, 87.
Or is it like lava jizz?
I don't know exactly where Aug is,
like
but
lava.
Dev is in a pretty low.
I think it's probably closer to Fanta.
It's because you do a lot of channeling. Or at least I think that's because
Man,
you do a lot
jizz
of
is like a
channeling.
flambe.
How's it going? What's the best percent? So far, I think like, I don't even know actually.
Got those banana fossils.
84, 85-ish, 82 maybe. No, 70, maybe 72.
Oh, still in the test.
So we're getting close. They are doing a little bit of prog.
Oh, I need to give him a cup check and find out.
Yeah, someone give me a
Check.
second.
Fucking hot mold.
Running through the lab.
AOE incoming.
Circles.
Run out.
Interesting.
What was that, Josh?
Fuck them Mr. Soakers, dude.
I'm gonna hug you, dog.
Fuck them soaks.
What? Alright.
I mean, it's not
It's
really.
fine.
I didn't want it, the boss.
Defensive. Watch frontal.
AOE incoming.
I don't like that angle.
So if you need to.
I don't like that at all.
Run.
1-2 diamond. We are a unit.
Moving. Moving. Large movement.
Stay away from lines.
Ins. Bay frontal. Bait frontal. Alright, get ready. Drop in circles on the left.
Good job, Schmegmas. Baiting frontals.
Bait.
Right.
Mythic soak. Do these well.
This'll work.
Use the defensive here. Big damn. Bait frontals with your lines.
AOE incoming.
Stay alive. Go to circle. Heal up. We move as a group.
So I can like dip in and like just spank him real quick, right?
Don't fucking cheat. Moving. Don't move. Moving.
Stay away from lines.
The nail house?
Bait. And then we drop circles.
Watch your step.
You ready to drop circles? Do not hit the roots.
Push this boss. Push this boss. Give him the juice. Give him the juice. Give him the juice.
Make sure.
Give him the
down.
give him the full dairy, dude.
Put a gateway down.
It's already
Okay.
down.
Oh.
Be by gateway. When he gets, get ready. Pick. Hit your
timer
macro
for
if you're
that?
red.
I didn't do it right.
Bro's got me a 9. I'm supposed to be on.
Ah,
the
yeah.
right side.
I soaked one. I got one.
You're supposed to.
I actually got to see a little bit of
You're
further
supposed
of
to be
chat.
on the left side of
Not
this.
bad.
Yeah, I'm assigned on
It hit
left.
me his side on the other side.
I was assigned at left 3 there.
Might have been broken.
We didn't have enough people probably for it to even matter.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I fucked mine up.
Tell me who's better,
Like we
double
said, hit the
damage
macro,
dealer,
and I just
ADK, or
hit it.
Fury Warrior?
You hit the macro in that phase
Damage
if you
dealer,
are
DK,
red
like
boy.
Ford Frost or Unholy, you mean? Or Fury Warrior?
Hit the macro. Okay, boss, I got
I'd
you.
say Fury
I'm
Warriors are
not
rarely
mad.
strong right
I'm not
now.
mad, Pete.
Unholy DKs can do well,
I'm
Frost
not
DKs can
fucking
do
mad.
well in some content,
Are you
but
mad?
Fury Warriors are pretty
Seem
good
fucking
overall.
mad.
I'm not mad.
Og is the best, it's in low
You did the
APM,
macro
but it's the
before you
best
even did the
spec.
gate.
But it is the best spec
What
of the
if he is,
Evoker.
man?
It is very, very useful, but honestly, like,
Put the macro as soon as you
I feel
land,
like the
that's
more I
the
play Evoker,
If you're
Og
red.
is
You only
fine,
hit it if
it
you're
is
red,
strong for certain, but it's definitely not the most fun version
when
of the
you're purple.
Evoker.
When you're purple, though.
You know what I mean?
Gate.
Feeling that has to be hard. Oh yeah, I mean the entire fight is like very, very like movement healing heavy. You gotta maximize the healing as much as
The only
possible.
people like hard
Hunt is a bit
assigned,
behind though,
assuming
but
everyone hits it, is red
yeah, I think
left,
with practice we'll get better at it though.
Heroes 3, P5.
That's what it comes down to.
Double pick.
I think.
This book on the right and Mem on the right. Everyone else will get auto assigned, I think.
But like it's showing the 2, like that's just the position. That
Yeah, it should say
The
like
droids?
an
The
L2
droids?
or an R2 for you.
No,
So
R
you had
droids.
L2.
Normally
so
would
you
have
would
Pontius
be,
play as
like,
Resta Droid, but for this tier we need a Paladin, and he stepped up to the
Yeah,
plate,
that's what I was
so he's Holy Paladin for us. Holy Paladin is pretty meta right now.
Cool.
Holy Pally,
You guys
double
were
priest,
awesome
Mysterio for this
for
fight
making me
specifically. So we have a decent comp.
There's all the talk about FYRAKK and shit.
Ooh, hot drum.
It was that flambe load that powered us.
AOE incoming.
Oh, red. No.
Any flipples? Right there, melee.
Watch your
Circles. As well.
Fucking last minute orb is toxic as hell.
8 frontals. Right there, melee.
Just put the right hand. Yeah, it's fine. Right hand one, we probably could have moved into that cubby.
Stay away from lines.
Use a defensive here.
AOE incoming.
Dumb.
If you get hit by a frontal there, you have to health stone or you will die.
Yeah, those overlaps are nasty.
Move. Large move.
Stay away from lines.
And then a big
Just
frontal.
die.
That ball clipped your right butt cheek.
I know, I hit Spell Warden,
Watch your step.
but I tanked it.
Watch your feet.
At least he's nice about it.
Sometimes it feels like I can never really get a good opener on the guy.
Yeah, pull right.
Yes, we are. I was about to say, where are you two standing on pole?
You guys want to be
Standing by
Okay, I'll
square.
set it up a little bit better.
Standing by square.
Or pick a spot.
You can go to skull, like where the skull.
I mean, they're just pre-positioned for the baits, right? So
Sometimes I get you guys, but you guys are moving around and shit. So if you both stand on like skull, that'd be fine.
What's gonna happen,
really wanna
Larson,
push
because of our trinket? Like, we're gonna be here, we're gonna trinket, and then we're gonna have to fucking basically do this.
I swapped to mirror 2 poles ago. I can't do it.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, we use our 2 minutes at 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the next one, so it's like, whatever.
Just if you want to squeeze a little more damage.
Yep,
Yes,
I do.
ass guard over here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
battle shape.
AOE incoming.
Big frontals. Grab
Watch your step.
circles. You're outside. Big ball. Big frontals. Turn them.
Clear melee.
Right there, melee. Shift left. Get ready for mythic soaks.
We should have been further left there.
Yeah, but there's no person.
I know. I'm not.
You said defensive.
AOE incoming.
Wipe it up.
Got people randomly dying.
Jump off.
Yeah, you have time even as the last set of lines there to like to move after your line goes off.
I'm just getting hit by frontals. Frontal.
Way off to the right for that set if they're that far late.
Yeah.
I think it's better for everyone just to shift left and then adjust back right or something. So we always make sure we're
Like, we
filling
can
that
see
area
some
up.
progression if we just have too many people die like at the very first like easy part. Just dodge, you got lines, and then you got more lines. It's just look at the lines and don't be on the line. At least what they did for this fight, which they're really bad at, like when they do projectile like ability effects on the ground, usually like circles or swirlies or lines and stuff. Usually they do like orange lines on an orange floor, right? Pretty difficult to see. At least there's like a green wooden floor and they got like fiery effects on it, so it's a little easier. But yeah.
There's the enthusiasm I was looking for.
2, 1. AOE incoming.
8 frontals. Turn
Did you see
back.
that?
What the hell?
Watch your
Did you see
step.
that?
That was fucked up. Circles.
Those were fucked. Those were too
That was
far right.
cursed, yeah.
Is that 4 melee?
Why did it re-pick another target?
I'll smash.
Okay.
Shift left, shift left. Use the defensive here, be in your line,
Target you.
and then watch frontals. Frontals? Right there, melee.
AOE incoming.
Safety quickly.
I got beamed. That's so hard to tell.
Run.
Maybe that's how he got hit.
I got NBA.
That would explain it.
Go to diamond.
Move. Move. Big move.
Stay away from lines.
8 lines and then frontals.
Care melee. Bang sash.
Circles on the left.
Ah. I thought maybe I'd run through it, but there's just another set of swirlies, and then I tried to juke left. I should have went right, maybe.
Pulse.
Oh, the other way around. I'm not even sure. I got turned around. I just saw like, oh, there's a bunch over here. I'm just gonna run through. Nope. Grass was not greener on the other side. That was rough.
Stay away from line.
I guess I just got to take a step back.
3 healers down.
I gotta mess around with the acrobatic checks a little bit because I feel like maybe I could just take a step back and still hit the boss from
It
range.
checks the closest target twice. So when it
I can
spawns,
see, like,
it
cause he
will-
got a
it doesn't really latch onto
like a decent enough hitbox. I might be able to like still hit him while being like a mile away from him.
Right when
But I never really tried.
To put the indicator down the direction.
I'll hope you're having a fine day. First time pulling FYRAKK, so feeling pretty good. Saw intermission for like 2 seconds, so at least we made some kind of progression. 23rd January is when D4 season comes out. I thought it was this on the 18th. Never mind.
Yeah, Rob was
I guess I
watching
had it
and he was
wrong.
like, yeah, sick bait, and then I just retargeted.
You know what? That
Went
doesn't
right
seem
through
that
the
bad.
group. Oh wait, no.
Oh, sus. I still feel like you were closest. I don't know what happened.
No,
It turned towards red.
I definitely wasn't closest. It turned towards shadow.
Oh,
I actually kind of want to play it, or like at least give it a chance. You know, because it sounded pretty interesting. But by then we might be getting like more PTR stuff and maybe even War Within stuff, which would be pretty cool to see.
Like that.
But we'll see.
Yeah, observed that exact maneuver enough times now to.
Did you get to play Diablo Twilight Devastation? No, I skipped out. Season 1, Season 2 weren't good, so I just didn't play them.
Like walk up to it and bait it.
But Season 3 like looks actually good because it looks like Season 1 came out. Nobody really liked it. Season 2 was whatever. Nobody really said anything about it.
Other people are running
But like,
mechanics that can steal it from you and bait it back at the melee.
like watching Riker talk about it because that's the only way I really get into Diablo stuff. Like Season 3 actually sounds interesting. Like it builds off of everything they had, so it's like maybe finally good season.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
8 frontals. Burn them.
Watch your
That guy just thinks you're ugly. I don't know. Circles. Eight frontals.
Oh, the triple!
Split them.
Good.
I'm in there.
Really, really excellent job.
Stay away from lines.
Use the defensive here. Watch these. Watch these lines.
AOE incoming.
Good. Watch your feet.
Run.
We'll go to diamond. Do not bait ahead. Listen for call.
Move. Move. Big move.
Stay away from lines.
I don't trust you that move entirely.
Bait these frontals and then get ready for circles. Circles.
Safe.
Bait frontals. I think we're still fine. Mythic mechanic. Just spread them.
Spread them. This is actually fine. We're okay. Except we lost.
Stay away from
two healers.
lines.
You know, who's counting?
It'll be better.
AOE
Oh,
incoming.
that still hurt.
Grab baby cake if you can, the priest.
You know, marker.
We'll try to get up there.
I've been getting one of them.
Move.
Stay away from lines.
Ah,
Big
yeah,
move.
just dead. There's the dots.
I don't know if we want to pull the boss that far. Like, you kind of want to cut almost more.
Season 2 was really fun. I heard the opposite.
inner-
I heard it was mediocre.
Closer
like,
to the middle.
To say the Diablo started off strong.
Yeah,
I mean,
not like dead middle, but
seasonally
closer
didn't start off
because
strong
I
at
can
all.
just envision somebody fucking dropping.
And that's kind of
it
sad, man. But hopefully season 3 will be
onto a
like their run.
That would not be ideal. It's pretty tight over there.
I mean, season 3 apparently adds a whole new zone, like a whole new set of enemies. While season 2 is like same enemies, but just like slightly different. Oh, it's like the same boss you fought before, but like an affix. Fun. Yeah. It wasn't good, from what I saw. But it's funny, just want to run Twilight Dev. Yeah, just for the memes of it. I feel it. I'm really hoping they actually, like, you know, pick it up out of nowhere. You know? Like, like when they announced like Overwatch 2, Diablo 4, I was like, yo, this could be huge. Like, I feel like Dragonflight did pretty good, but I want a D4 and like Overwatch to really make a big comeback, a big swing. Overwatch 2 just, we all saw how that ended. I mean, it's just still going with seasons, but like, I don't know. I don't hear a lot of good about it. I want to hear good about it. That's all I want to hear. But yeah, and Diablo started really, really good, and then just did like a big nerf, which probably shouldn't have.
Tunnels. Up to melee.
Watch your step.
Circles. More left.
These are very wrong.
Mythic Soak. Shift left. Put them together.
Stay away from lines.
Use the defensive here and bait frontals.
AOE incoming. Run.
Diamond. Super call.
Move. Move. Big move.
Stay away from lines.
It's on lines and bait
Target
frontal. Bait frontals, and then we have circles. All through melee.
Watch your step.
Back
Two
to
circles.
spots.
Split them.
Baiting frontals here.
Frontals, and then Mythic Soak. Mythic Soak coming. Yes, you can. Hellstone.
Stay away from lines.
Near line, bait frontal.
AOE incoming.
Dream run, we go to circle, whisper call, don't move ahead.
Move. Move. Big move.
Stay away from lines.
Angle on that move is
Target
different.
you.
It didn't look like people were creeping ahead, but I guess they kind of were creeping ahead. Two.
Oh, the road. I mean, I guess we're all dead anyway, but I don't know. Gotta play Diablo 4 now. Play WSD. Yeah, they've finally added it. I feel like that should have been a thing. You know, this is why I like playing Diablo on the gamepad, just because it just felt like more natural just to move. Like, it fit pretty well. But yeah, it's actually gonna be so good. Because like Lost Ark are the ones that did the WASD, right? And it just feels good. Like, it works pretty well. Plus it basically plays kind of like WoW, kind of like an MMO. Because you got one for movement, and then everything else for abilities. And I imagine like skill shots are gonna be much easier to output, since you're not just having to like click and aim all at the same time. I think that's gonna be really nice, honestly. Plus, I imagine you end up wearing out less mice with so much less clicking. Are healers high APM? That's a good question. Man, like, yes and no. I feel like a lot of the healers right now in Dragonflight do need setups in order to get like the most healing output for them. So I wouldn't describe them as like high APM classes. No, I wouldn't describe them as high APM right now.
2, 1.
I mean, I guess unless you're lusting.
AOE incoming.
Frontals.
Watch your step.
Circles.
Beautiful.
Big move. Baiting pulse. Range me in a good spot. 1 through melee. Mythic soaks. Shift left.
Stay away from lines.
Lines and frontals. Use a defensive. Watch lines.
AOE incoming. Run.
Marker.
Move. Move. Large
Stay away
movement.
from lines.
Stay in your line and focus on frontals. Get ready for circles.
Run up.
Boss can stay there. Fading frontal.
Bait these frontals. Get ready for mythic soaks.
That still clip me? Okay, they're like really, really wide apparently.
Mythic soak. Use something here.
Stay away from lines.
Big dam. Be in your line. Bait frontal.
AOE incoming.
Good job. Go to marker. Heal up. Listen for call to move.
Move. Stop fucking cheating. Move. Big move.
Stay away from lines.
2 lines and bait frontals. Bait these frontals. Get ready for circles. Drop them on the right. Spread them out.
Raise charge.
That'd be my gate. Orphan, we got it. Pick. The red, you macro. Counting here.
Did I miss one?
Phase 2.
Alright, who missed their orb? Who was it?
Was it me?
Fucking did.
Red, was that one to the left of me or?
I don't know. It's fucking my shit is like fucked up.
Okay.
I was purple and it's still telling me to go to the other side.
Okay.
It's always going to be fucked if we don't have, like, we went into that with, what, like, 12 people?
Yeah, it was screwed.
Do you have the, I know you logged on late, did we push the node again for you?
Principin and having the H, they're pretty fun. No. They're really, really strong right now. That rework they got for 10.2 has been good. It's been really, really, really good. So they're just swimming in, like, joy and happiness. They're definitely easy to recommend for, like, the patch. Out of all the classes in the game, they're an easy to recommend melee. Definitely not a sleeper. Definitely very popular. Like Wrestle Druids, I'd say Wrestle Druids have a lot going on. Like every global you have someone to press. I'd say like Holy Priest can be a little more reactive. I'd say like Evokers can be kind of slower. It's so hard to like gauge APM of healers though, you know? Just because healing is not like DPS. You don't have constantly a set amount of abilities that you're constantly spamming. Instead, you kind of see damage come out, and then you respawn.
Intermission.
So there's moments where somebody's taking lots of damage, you have to do a lot of healing. Low damage, you don't heal nearly as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a no.
I'd say Druid is generally one of the higher APM, just because you always got something to do. Whether you're hybrid DPS in Boomkin, Cat, Wrathing, or you're popping up hots and you're doing ramps. I'd I'd say like maybe Evoker. I don't really know. Depends on the build. Yeah, it's so hard to like gauge the APM of a healer. Got me wondering how the group Echo or whoever did this boss. I mean, they got a vid, right, of exactly how they did it. Practice, a lot of practice, a lot of coordination, but a lot of this comes down to practice and getting comfortable with various phases, and then you really are seeing some prog. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to kill this boss in like 5 pulls. You are gonna be here for like 100 some pulls. It's not an easy boss. Is the Cassicle's high APM? Paladin, I'd say, is a pretty high APM then, because there's quite a lot of instacasts. I'd say Holy Priest maybe is alright, Evoker's okay, Monk is... I guess it has quite a bit of instacasts, doesn't it?
4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess Priest is like the only one then, yeah? It has some instacasts, but not a lot.
8 frontals.
Watch your step.
Circles. Your left. This will be random. 8 frontals. 1 through melee. Stiff left for soaks. Use defensive here. We have lines and baiting frontals.
AOE incoming. Run.
Big bad diamond. Quick. We'll move.
Mark move.
Stay away from target you.
Lines and frontals be in your line. Bait frontals, and then we have circles.
Watch your step.
Circles coming.
Bait frontals.
Mythic circles. It's defensive here.
Stay away from lines.
Lines and baiting frontals. Use something here. Then we have Dream Run and we go to Circle.
Run.
Move. Move.
Stay away from lines.
Build these.
Watch your step.
Circles to the right. Big frontals.
Stay away from lines. Target you.
I guess that's what normally would have him pushed. Oh, he actually ends up healing a lot, isn't he?
I like how the voice calls it AMIRDRASSIL.
Mr. We can't have a ton of APM.
Right.
Yeah,
like
especially like for Mythic Bosses, because you do go into heavy haste as well.
Stuck on a branch.
Optimize the groups? Yeah, that's for sure.
True and real.
I guess people in the groups is designated to make regards for your fight as the push.
Trying to fine tune.
In progress of the fights, I guess time for them. Yeah. No, for sure. But also they're just like really good at the game, you know. Solid players.
Dude, I'm running into the fire to fucking dot his ass.
Probably not. Well, I was actually wondering, like, I know the boss should be in fire, but should be so far in fire that we can't hit it.
Yes.
Yep.
Probably. Yes.
Every video they like. You talking for the first one or the second one? Or both?
Got about 10 minutes.
The first one he's like barely in fire. The second one he's supposed to be like very deep in the fire.
I can not put him deep in fire in the first one, but the second one I have to.
Okay. Yeah, first one if he can be like a foot closer to the edge. He's usually just barely out.
The wildfire that drops, I'll just move him right on top of that, and you can still hit him. His hitbox is pretty big.
That works.
The second one I have to go deep.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, now I'm just going deep.
Very deep.
Didn't know Bobby and Cockney could go so deep.
Hashtag come.
You can go as deep as you need to go.
3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
They don't call him the fucking pelagic Platinum of the Nether.
Watch your step.
Sorry to hear that.
For the non-Hispanics, look up plantain. That's a platinum.
Oh, those are
I heard
you think pelagic wasn't what fucking
I know.
swept people up there, dude? Like really?
Oh god.
You were worried about Platino?
Stay away from lines.
Come on, brother. You obviously never took the SATs.
AOE incoming.
He did, it's just the Spanish one.
Can you hit it, Nez?
Are those the SAEs?
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Move. Big move.
I was waiting for the call. Just laughing instead.
Watch your step.
Is that a goblin jump, Shadow?
Stay away from lines.
On both lines.
AOE incoming.
Okay. Same fire.
Run. Watch your feet.
Keep this dreamer.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's blood.
Wait, what?
Oh, we getting sucked.
That's funny.
You ever seen that thing on fucking Reddit? It's like the like Hispanic dad pronouncing various stores.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to Walmart, Papayons, AT&T, Home Depot.
Costco. It's a really famous video where the guy's not like on a, he's on like a radio, he's calling the radio station to request a song, and he's saying, "Eso son Reebok, eso son Nike." Trying to say it's the rhythm of the night.
Yes, exactly. It's exactly that.
Spanish word of the day is U.S. bank. When your child misbehaves, U.S. bank them.
No, man. It's what Cubans do is we just like to fucking throw together English words and use them as names. So there are legitimately kids out there named Usnavi. That's a U.S. Navy for anyone who didn't catch it.
It's Navi.
If you ever hear someone say beefsteak, that's just fucking beefsteak.
Hell yeah. Name me after that.
My yield battleship.
I'm going to the DMT store, and afterwards making a little stop at Home Depot.
You go to fucking Cuba, you'll find some little kid named fucking Radio Shack.
Oh man, good time.
AOE incoming.
It is not.
Yeah. Yeah, well, true. What do you mean, dude? I thought it was all quaint and great. Why everyone driving 57 Chevys, right? Not because they can't get, you know. It's all good. It's all good.
Man, they still got the antique cars, but not the choice.
Because of the embargo.
Oh shit.
Naz and Cole.
There was some much more of a Venn diagram there than previous circles.
I pressed Feldblade.
Big move.
Stay away from lines.
busy thinking about fucking cigars.
Bait frontal. All through melee.
Hell.
Watch your step.
I don't even know how I dodged that beam. I feel like I shouldn't have happened.
Baiting frontals.
Mythic soaks.
Stay away from lines.
Damn.
Oh, the dodge. Did you guys see that? I barely saw that.
Run.
Wall.
Move. Move.
Stay away from lines. Target you.
Lines. Bait frontals. Huge.
Watch your
Get ready for circles. Baiting. And mythic soak. Get it. Get someone up. Shadow up.
Yeah, he fucked up.
No!
It was going pretty good too. I think it just had too many deaths. Yeah, we're actually about to. I feel like we should call it there, man. That's about as good as it gets.
Boss is at 94.8%.
Right? We
Call it like a couple minutes early.
Sucks.
Sorry, one frame.
Check durability. Got some broken weapons out there. 94.8.
You know, I'm actually liking this fight so far. I'm wondering how many pulls it's going to be until I'm like, I hate this. Mark these words.
Thought it was your class
How many pulls is it going to be until I hate this fight? Because we're like, what, 34 wipes so far?
My scars, man. Come on.
Take it back.
Yeah. Warlock. Stones. Yeah.
On the palette on Sadim. I want to level up palette at some point too.
5, 4,
Grease socks?
3, 2, 1.
Beefsteak.
AOE incoming.
Bait frontals.
Watch your step.
Circles.
Good droppies here. Come on. No. Oh.
Bait. Shift left.
Let me go.
So defensive.
Stay away from lines. Target you.
Lines and baiting. Right there melee, right there melee.
AOE incoming.
No idea how socks like that.
Play on ends.
Circle.
Move. Move. Big move.
Stay away from lines.
Shadow up.
Target you.
2 lines.
Don't take that, don't take that. Holy fuck. Safe now.
Bait.
Okay.
Melee again. Do circles. Bait frontals. No, wait, I don't think so.
Here.
Did not see what one of those ads were.
Yeah. There'll be big damage.
Stay away from lines.
Lines and baiting frontal.
AOE incoming.
Surprised to dodge that. Surprised I'm dodging any of this, honestly. Yeah, I think killed it. Rip. Yeah, the roots. If he hits any one of those, that's what kills the tree. Okay. Alrighty. I think we are done for the night, unless we do one more.
And we slam P3 tomorrow.
Honestly, I'm, I would have liked to see a little bit more intermission, but all told, it's getting a lot better and a lot more consistent. We saw the intermission thing.
I think it's fair.
It was
pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. We can build with that.
All right, looks like we're done, boys.
Plan for tomorrow.
Yo, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful,
Come
beautiful.
on in, work on intermission.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Been pretty fun hanging out with all of you. It's an interesting fight. I don't think I'll be streaming it tomorrow though. I think I'll just be like focusing on it, just trying to, refine mechanics and all that other stuff. But not a bad fight. Playable on Outlaw some way somehow. It apparently gets better as we get into like the later parts of the fight, just in terms of just the raw damage. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. Have a good one. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Appreciate ya. I won't be seeing you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, my day off. I'll just be chilling, catching up on some Z's because I stayed up last night until 7 in the morning and I only got 3 hours of sleep. So I'm gonna hit the hay as soon as I can once I get some work done. But yo, thank you so much. You guys are beautiful. I'll see you Friday for the EU duels. I think I'll just do them at normal time. I don't know how well that's gonna work. But what I might do is I might announce on Thursday, tomorrow duels for EU, we'll do them normal time, 5 PM EST or whatever CET. Yeah, just we'll go back to the regular schedule. But you guys have a wonderful one. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys all in the Friday, I guess, yeah. We'll see how far it goes. Maybe we'll end up doing like 2. Maybe we'll end up having to go and do NA duels or something, but we'll see how all that goes. Yeah. I'm hoping we actually get some EU coming out, man, because last week we had to just do double NA, which was fun. I enjoyed the hell out of it, but yeah, I miss my EU homies. I kind of miss them, honestly. But you guys have a good one. Jake, we do need to run a BFD. Like I need to get a BFD run done at some point. I might hit you up tomorrow. I don't know if you got any alts want to try running through or whatever, or if you've already done everything on your end. But yeah, I'm really bad at signing off, so I'm just gonna hit the end stream and just call it. Thank y'all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks for hanging. I'll see you guys Friday. Peace.